Rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Google, it's go time on a Wednesday morning. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. Welcome to the madness. Calendar says February, but last night, sample A, you better bring your A game every time you hit the floor from this point forward if you want to chase that ultimate goal of Final Four and winning national championships. And the Gator basketball team has, spent this first 85% of the year proving they belong in that conversation. And then they spent about 2 hours last night showing that maybe they don't. A really bad loss at Georgia. Let's put this thing in perspective first and foremost. Never mind how they got there, which was ugly in its own right. But make no mistake, this isn't the Georgia team that early in the year had kind of found itself. I think they beat Kentucky at home early in the season. They had played really tough against some ranked teams. They were safely and securely in the NCAA field. And then they turned around and lost 9 of their last 11. They had lost 4 straight going into the game last night. And the Gators just acted like they were somewhere else, especially in the first half. Wide open three-pointer after wide open three-pointer after wide open three-pointer. And Georgia knocked them down. Florida fell behind by 26. And only by the grace of the DVR am I even aware of just how frenetic the end of the game became. And it looked like Florida would once again spit the hook. I mean, they've got God on the road a couple of times against inferior opponents. I think about the South Carolina game. They were lucky to wriggle off that evening. They couldn't spit the hook. They spit it, and then they went for the lure again, I guess, because Georgia gets a big win for them. They're, I think, first 4 team out going into last night. That would most likely change. But from the Gator perspective, E.T. asked me a very interesting, just point-blank question this morning before we got started. What was the question, E? Good morning, friend.
Good morning, Sapase.
Yeah, how you doing?
Just chilling. I'm really big chilling. We'll get to that later.
Okay. Oh, wow. I like it.
What does that loss do to the Florida Gators?
Yeah, right. Just bottom line, what does that do to Florida? Look, puts them securely now back as a 2 seed. It does do that. It doesn't change any of the narrative and the description that we've been given the last couple of weeks. That hasn't changed because you laid an egg on the road last night. I said the same thing. Bama's been struggling a little bit, right? Kind of out of sight, out of mind. Lose a couple of games, drop a game on the road. You're not supposed to lose, and everybody forgets about you. A mistake. Florida's still in that supremely dangerous top 8 realm. But, buddy, I'm the guy to guide you through it. Here's why. E.T., how did I tell you it would end when it ends? How's it going to end for Florida? How's it going to end? It's going to end because of poor shooting at the free throw line. That's how the season is going to end.
Yep.
That's how it's going to end. Last night, Florida, 3rd worst free throw shooting night of the year. They missed 11. I think they were 12 of 23. Not good enough. 18 of 29. I don't know what it was. Missed 11, lost by 5. Do the math. Yeah, you're not perfect, but Georgia hit 85%, 22 of 27. And, man, whether it's the other team just being unbelievably hot or Florida not understanding perimeter defense, they sure go through lulls where the other team gets 6-9 quick ones on them. Florida's been so explosive. They were again last night. Somehow, after falling behind by 26, after lackadaisical, to put it most favorably effort, they stormed all the way back. Will Richard had a career night, had 30, bunch of threes, 5 threes, I think. Walter Clayton hit big 3-pointers late, but man, he had some lazy passes and turnovers last night. Clayton hit some threes. Tommy Howell laid it in with a minute to go. Florida had grabbed the lead, up 1. So, of course, they gave up a wide-open 3, immediately fell back behind, and, it was over when Georgia took about a 4-point lead with maybe they did it at the free throw line, knocked one down. And ultimately the Gators lose by 5, rather. They will now, E.T., the quick answer to your question, Saturday they're going to unveil the 16 again. They're going to do this these final weeks of the season, give you an idea where the committee is heading into Selection Sunday. Last week, Florida was one of the 1 seeds. This week, they'll be one of the 2s. They'll be one of the twos, and they'll have a final three of ranked teams. Texas A&M at home, at Alabama, Ole Miss at home. Win those, and guess where they'll be? Right back on the one line. But they got company. There's 3 or 4 of them jockeying like that. The SEC tournament, I think, this year is going to be important from a seeding standpoint. So many good teams, and how else do you slot them other than put them in a win or go home, and let's see who's standing. So Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, Texas A&M, those 4 especially, probably affect their seeding how they do in the SEC tournament. Anyway, bad loss for the Gators. No other way to describe it. You're going to stub your toe. You're going to have those. You're going to have those nights in conference. They're happening in every league to every team. Doesn't make it any easier to watch to watch your team be the one that metaphorically throws up all over itself in the effort last night. Again, back home on Saturday. Mike White gets his first win against his former team. And Georgia now can live. This is a familiar spot for Mike White. If you're a Gator fan, you know it. This looks an awful lot like a Mike White Gator season. The high's really high. Just beat a top 3 team at home. But the bubble was always there, wasn't it? The 9 out of 11 or 4 in a row leading into that win. So Mike White and Georgia basketball going to be in a real familiar spot to Florida basketball fan. It's kind of where they were with and under Mike White his last 2 or 3 years there in Gainesville. This Florida team, no such worries. Still established as a certainly top 10, I'd say top 6 team, but that can change. Turn around and lose to Texas A&M and Alabama, you'll find yourself number 12 in the country and sitting, on the big fat 3 seed. It'll change that fast. I still don't expect that, but we'll see. Got a lot of the Jags from the Combine, meeting the national media. I like reading the perspectives on what, folks around the country are saying. Sat down with our guys. So we got some straight from the horse's mouth comments from Liam Cohen, James Gladstone, and the Jags contingent. The workouts in Indy, I believe, begin tomorrow, but it might be Friday. I think it's tomorrow, though. We'll start to get some of the on-field workouts, as has become customary. Some of the stars skipping some, if not all, the workouts. Jags doing interviews now, getting to know these guys that potentially become a part of the program. Start to get some measurements, and there'll be some interest. How exactly tall is so-and-so? How much does Travis Hunter weigh? Inevitably, it seems like the surprises, they always come to the, I don't want to say negative, but to the shorter, lesser estimation, right? A guy will go through his whole career and be 6'3", 190. You get to the Combine, he'll be 6'1" and 3/4 and 182 pounds, that kind of thing.
Yep.
It's very rare they say he's 6'4", 260, and he's really 6'6", 280. I think they err on the side of a positive caution. But more from the Jaguars' perspective, gathered it all nice and tidy for you. Some Jaguars storylines. One thing about changing everything in the offseason, it keeps you interested, doesn't it? A lot more. It's a lot. Imagine, how stale and pessimistic we would feel right now if it was Balky and Peterson there.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, a different vibe for sure.
They survived, and it's now or never. The edict comes from Shad. We get some press release, but yeah, it's just old Trent and Doug up there in Indy trying to figure it out for us. Yeah, no thanks. I'll take the unknown here. I'll take the unproven. I'll take the inexperienced, and count on the dog in them, E.T. Got to have it in other areas, not just on the field, right?
That's right.
But let you hear from those guys, some interesting comments, and the full Jags perspective from Indianapolis, where the entire NFL's there. Every market's represented, all the NFL Network. It's really kind of an NFL convention in Indianapolis. It makes for an interesting football fix as well, as teams at least lay some hints to some of the secrets they're harboring heading into this offseason, whether it comes to free agency or the draft. So Luka and the Lakers hosted Dallas and the Mavs last night. A statement game, but only a mini statement. It's like not in capital letters because AD's hurt, not playing, right? If AD returns last night, then we'll talk. But Dallas is really beat up, man, especially at the big man spots. And so Luka and the Lakers hosted Dallas last night. You know it was a big game for Luka Doncic. I saw this amongst the talking heads yesterday, ET, as we keep the networks up on the TVs in the studio. And, you can read the graphics at the bottom of the screen what it is they're talking about. And they put a question. They often put questions up that seem silly to me. But the one yesterday, I didn't understand at all. And it was a question, and I don't remember it exactly, but it was a question to how much pressure is on Luka Doncic tonight, or is all the pressure on Luka Doncic tonight, or something to that end. And, man, I don't see it that way at all. The pressure's all on Dallas. It's all on the Mavs to close their eyes, shove their index fingers in their ears, and dream of some alternate reality where Luka Doncic isn't the star of the league for the next 15 years. Dallas blew it already. There's no pressure on Luka last night. He's on the Los Angeles Lakers. You're the stinking Dallas Mavericks. You've never won anything. You smell like the stables they bring you out of. The pressure on Luka? In what way? Luka feels like he needs to show Dallas what he's about? Then y'all ain't paying attention down there. I didn't feel any pressure at all on Luka. The pressure will forever be on the idiotic Dallas Mavericks for dealing one of the NBA's best players pre-prime. And so Luka just ho-hummed a little triple-double on him. Not scoring like the scoring Luka. I think he's deferring on the scoring. And he had the big game over the weekend. But he's deferring to LeBron, who led him in scoring again last night with 27. But Luka had like one of those 19, 15, and 12 kind of games. And I don't know why Luka Doncic would have felt pressure last night, or how much pressure. Pressure? You're the idiots that traded me. What do I feel any pressure? I'm playing in Los Angeles with LeBron. We're about to go further than you in the playoffs. Certainly the drama and the interest level, though, goes way up if AD plays, because it was a 107-99 game, and the Mavs are playing extremely shorthanded. Again, I will just say it for the last time, including my pitiful Atlanta Hawks, who I will first have to watch in the play-in portion of the NBA playoffs. The most compelling matchup for me the entire NBA postseason, from start to finish, either conference, would be a Mavs-Lakers series.
Yes, sir.
That'd get my interest more than Celtics Nuggets in the final, or Oklahoma City and the Knicks and whoever, Cavs. The most compelling series to me over the entirety of the NBA postseason would be, and a lot of things have to happen. First, they have to match up. But a Mavs Lakers playoff series, oof, that sounds pretty good, man. Right now, the Lakers are the 4 seed. And the Mavs would be in the play-in as it sits. And it's going to be hard for them to meet in round 1. In fact, as I look at it, if the standings played out as they are, it'd be hard for them to meet. They'd have to go to they'd have to meet they'd have to meet in the West Finals. But there's still some shuffling that can go on there. Really between 2 and 5 out west. So, and then a lot of shuffling between 6 and 10. So we shall see. Nonetheless, round 1, Luka v. the Mavs goes to Luka and did they play right out of the gates? They didn't play right against each other right away. No, this is the first time they met since he left, right? Yeah. So round 1 goes to Luka and the Lakers, who are sitting pretty good and are gaining some momentum as, consideration of a legitimate finals contender. Anyway, up and at 'em with a little hoops talk this morning. Oh, got the Gator basketball highlights, or should we call them lowlights, up on SportsCenter right now. There's another wide open three, 36-13 with 8 minutes to go. So let's just give up a wide open three, and bang, it goes down. We'll go to break. Gators down 39-13. More on a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The world will be watching Ponte Vedra.
And the Scheffler victory train just keeps on rolling.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Teed up by Roundtree Sauce
Surfside Pools.
and Performance Painting.
On 1010XL.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here with Matt and Catherine. They made the decision to lose weight and improve their lives together, both dropping 33 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss.
She came home so excited one day and said, I heard about Awaken 180. I'm so excited. You have to try it with me. It's not medication. It's not a shot. It's food. You're going to make meals. And I think that was one of the biggest selling points.
What makes Awaken 180 different is the maintenance program. Just to know that you get that support gives me the confidence to keep going. I think it's important for people to know how much more fun it is to do it with a partner. Just to have the support system, it's so much more helpful.
It's going to change your life.
Thanks, guys. Like any goal, accomplishing it with someone sharing the same goal makes it twice as easy and twice as rewarding. Grab a coworker, friend, or spouse and make your 180 with the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Elevate your happy hour at the new Dua Restaurant and Lounge on Bay Meadows Road. Inspired by the vibrant and diverse culinary traditions of the Mediterranean, Dua has a unique South Florida vibe and welcoming atmosphere. Savor handcrafted cocktails and delicious happy hour specials every Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Whether kicking back after work or starting your night in style, Dua Restaurant and Lounge on Bay Meadows Road is where good times and great flavors meet. DuaLoungeJacks.com. Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah with the Deck Guys. We've been locally owned and operated for over 10 years in the outdoor living space. If you are looking to get spring projects started, like a new deck, pavers installed, or maybe a pergola, we would love to earn your business. Just remember,
call the Deck Guys if you want a brand new deck, pavers, or more. Call 904-813-2474.
thedeckguysjacks.com.
Tired of seeing the signs of aging in the mirror? Fine lines, sun damage, redness? They don't have to be part of your future. I'm Dr. Mark Capel, a board-certified dermatologist, and I can help you look and feel your best without invasive surgery or painful treatments. Imagine rejuvenating your skin in a relaxing, comfortable environment with minimal to no downtime. Smooth out fine lines, even skin tone, and restore that youthful glow. Find out how to look and feel your best at Dermagnify.com. Dermagnify.com.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Don't miss the Players' Championship, March 11th through 16th at TPC Sawgrass. This can't-miss event features a variety of activities for every fan to enjoy, from delicious bites to the Sawgrass Splash. There are endless fan enhancements that will make for a memorable experience. Plus, watch the top PGA Tour players, including back-to-back champion Scottie Scheffler, take on the iconic stadium course featuring the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Anytime you've got major plumbing problems, and even the minor ones, there's several potential causes, and they usually can't be easily detected. So don't guess at a solution. Hire Roland Reese Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Obviously, a big talking point for the league is Trevor Lawrence, his development. As Trevor goes, so will go the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if they get Trevor back to where he was at his best here in Jacksonville, which still was on the ascend, never got to what the finished product would look like, then the establishment of the franchise as a contender is going to come quick, and it's going to be more sustained, but it's sustained for success from Trevor that we need. So I'm not going to let you hear per se from Cohen on Trevor, but just this is what he told the national media when he was, we call it the scrum, right? The media scrum. It was asked about, maybe the similarities between, Baker Mayfield. And don't forget that Cohen had Mayfield in L.A. for that half a year. And he started to spark a little bit there inside of a good organization, went to Tampa, and his growth in Tampa has been incredible the last couple of years. Here's what Cohen said about that compared to Trevor. The development of Baker will be different than Trevor. It will be, just will be because of the different type of player, but you see a lot of the same intangibles. Hey, intangible rich. In terms of work ethic, the want to. He wants to be great. He wants to be coached hard. In the process, like how do we get him on a schedule? A process every single day that he can follow to get him to the point he feels like he's playing at a higher level. And that makes you think, well, what does that mean? That sounds like gobbledygook. How do we get him on a schedule? A process every single day he can follow to get him to the point. Well, he explains what he means right there, and it's not just some muddy cliche. How do we create a little bit of sameness to give him a schedule? Hey, Mondays, this is what we want. Look for your daily rhythm. Tuesdays within the season, third downs. As we start to move towards red zone, how do we kind of connect with him to have a schedule? I think that's the consistency that we're going to try and create for him. As for the playbook and the offense moving forward with Trevor, we want to have Trevor's input. He's our guy. He's the franchise. And as much as we can involve him in the process without maybe putting too much on his plate, he's a new father now, a husband, just getting into it, but he's hungry. He's hungry. He wants to be playing at the highest level possible. And how do we include him in some of those conversations, specifically with some of the skilled players and obviously on the offensive line? So he will definitely be involved in some of that while just being mindful of not putting too much on the plate. So and there it is as it stands with Trevor. And again, the big thing here is that smart football people are genuinely believe in Trevor. Don't you feel that, E? Like we've heard coaches or organizations or the media talk about guys like with hope or with certainty, right? With like what they hope can be, what best case scenario is, or what they really think is likely. And it feels like there's still this belief in Trevor that he can be that upper echelon quarterback that we see taking teams deep into the postseason. Got a ways to go to get there. Meanwhile, both Gladstone and Cohen sat down with boots on the ground, Frank Frangie, up in Indianapolis. So let's hear from the new GM first. And a look at the landscape. What do we got here as we start the work?
Yeah, there's some talent in some key spots, and that was one of the things that was most exciting, most alluring about this opportunity. And we're meeting with our coaching and scouting staff this week to discuss not only our roster but also pro free agency. Yeah. And can't really wait to to get into those conversations. We started them this morning. Took a break here for Media Row, but really looking forward to getting back.
All right, you heard the free agent. Nothing definite was uttered about really the two guys that seem most up in the air, are Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk, right?
Those are the main two. It's all every time.
I mean, other than the guys we know are free agents, any decision they may make on the Sheriffs and Cisco's of the world, but the guys who the only two names that are consistently there in the offseason, cap casualty category are Ingram and Kirk. And maybe we can read some tea leaves from some of what was said yesterday, and do that later this morning, but nothing definite when it comes to that end. Meanwhile, in Indy, trying to find talent, something the Rams have been very, very, very good at. So just exactly are you prioritizing this intangible rich crop of prospects?
I always thinking about it as talent and intangibles.
Okay.
And we're going to be hunting up the guys that have both, but, the thing is, those guys aren't abundantly available. So we'll lean into intangibles more than anything and keep that as something we prioritize and be disciplined in that approach.
As for the intangibles, more on that precise definition. Well, listen, we know what intangibles are. You hear them dropped in everywhere. I mean, you do. And it's fair. Give me a 6'4", 270-pound, lazy, going to get his paycheck. He'll play when things are going great. Or give me a 6', 2.5", 245-pounder who plays like his heart is on fire. I believe that's what, you know what intangible is? You know what the code word is, E?
Oh, tell me.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to find players. We need to find dogs. That's the intangibles. On to Liam Cohen, who sat down with Frank, and he says he inherits a roster that knows they've fallen short of what they should be.
I think there's a chip on their shoulder. I do. I think there's a chip on their shoulder. These guys know that they lost a lot of games by one score or less, and they're in a lot of football games. It's one thing to get beat; it's another thing to lose games, and we've got to eliminate losing games ourselves, right? You're going to get beat; it's part of the game. It's not going to be a standard, but it's part of it. We've got to eliminate losing games, and I think that these guys are hungry. They've got a chip; they want to prove it. They know that it's not that far off. And the work's coming, and I think they're excited about that.
All right, in the national scrum, Cohen was asked just how important these next few weeks are. Free agency, scouting, draft, and first time getting your team on the field together as well. That's all coming in this next, 6 to 8 weeks.
The hire that we just made bridges that gap a lot quicker than maybe, if we would have gone in a different direction. Just what we're looking for, the type of players that we want to bring into this ecosystem, into this organization. There's automatic alignment. Right. Are we going to disagree? Absolutely. We're going to have different opinions. Absolutely. But knowing where James is coming from and that collaboration between coaches and personnel, I think has been just a critical bridge that automatically makes it a little bit easier for us to have those conversations and know the type of players that we're trying to go and bring into this organization.
I lied. From that same scrum, there, I'll give you at least what has been said. And again, it's not a ton. Later drop in kind of what the GM is, at least what he's willing to say. And that's Christian Kirk. And look, I think there's a value to the couple 3 years of chemistry that Kirk and Trevor have built up. The big question with Christian Kirk, he's probably worth even that salary cap number he carries if this ability shows up. Availability. The dude just gets banged up at the most inopportune times. And look, you could argue that as he has gone, so have gone the Jags, right? I mean, what is the Jaguars' record the last 3 seasons? The 2 9-8s, and even last year's, what were we, 4-13? What's the Jaguars' record in the games Christian Kirk plays versus the ones he doesn't? A lot of that lines up with the quarterback and Trevor Lawrence as well. But Kirk, to me, is important. But he does carry a number that, in today's NFL doesn't match what what you can reasonably expect for him to give you, I guess. Cut 7 ET from that same scrum, Liam Cohen with the national media, when he was asked about Christian Kirk's status here in Jacksonville.
We haven't even gotten to that conversation. I've got a ton of respect for Christian. So many coaches that I know that have come across him, worked with him, have a ton of respect for him. So we're working through that. We're having some of those conversations, but have a ton of respect for him right now.
Well, it's good to hear. Probably a good way to answer it. And I think true. They've got all kinds of things they're trying to get done. James Gladstone did go not out of his way, but he did note how much he likes Brenton Strange. And look, by association, what, if any, effect does that have on Evan Ingram? He's been a good Jag, 2 really productive years, 22, 23, and then missed almost half of last year with a torn labrum. So, Strange, how do you look back on Strange's fill-in for Evan Ingram?
I think he did the job well.
He had bright spots, right?
He did.
He had moments. Didn't he have one real huge game, like 8 for 100?
Yes, I think he did
over 100 yards, maybe.
But also because of the vanilla offense that we had under Peterson.
Yeah, he seems to have a skill set.
Right, exactly.
Well, Gladstone with the media yesterday said, quote, really excited about his ascension. I think he'll have a part in the offense in a way we haven't seen yet. I can buy that. He's a perfect example of why we needed a whole new set of eyes and coaches, front office guys. Weren't getting enough out of these guys, whether it was the onboarding or their readiness from the get-go. But look, Ingram's salary hit isn't really all that great. If you're bringing Evan Ingram back, it certainly is going to be in a lesser role, I would think, if you're committed to playing Strange. Or maybe you go too tight. I don't know. The Rams didn't seem to play a lot of too tight end, did they? That Rams offense hadn't been very tight end heavy at all. I mean, they'll rely on the tight end. But tell me the Rams tight ends the last 10 years. That guy. That guy. Who was the tight end on the Rams Super Bowl team?
It was Everett. Everett,
yeah.
was it?
Yeah, I think it was Everett.
Uh-huh.
What was he, 100 then?
I know, right?
I'm just saying, it hadn't been a super, featured. They run the ball, the Rams.
Yes, they do.
And the Bucs ran the ball last year, too. Look for that O-line to get a serious kick in the rear. Yeah. Some dude's going to be looking for new homes, I think, on that O-line. I don't know why I just feel this so strongly, but I do. I keep circling back, and Etienne and Bigsby better bring it, lest some fourth rounder get their playing time. If he comes in, again, hair on fire, intangible rich, and ready to rock. Let's come back with a football fix. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday. What do we got today? We've got Get Smart John.
Get Smarty.
So we'll take care of him with some radio smell-o-vision this morning.
It almost feels like it's a Daniel Murphy day, too, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be a Murphy power hour today. Baseball is coming at us fast. Murph was under the weather last week. He's probably itching to come and weigh in on all this Jags news, and we'd love to have his perspective as well, both from the fan side and from the pro athlete side. There are a lot of commonalities between when we get Murph or Matty Every or any of these dudes that played professionally, not to mention Tony and Fred and some of the other drill favorites. All right, come back with a football fix. Gators fall behind by 26 last night. 26 points at Georgia. And they storm all the way back to take a 1-point lead, and then they give up the game winner. So Georgia surrendered the lead, and then they had a 1-point lead, I believe. It was a 1 or 2-point lead. And then the guy who hit the dagger 3 is a guy who sounds like he's a modeling move of Zoolander. You know who Zoolander is? You ever heard of Zoolander?
Uh-huh.
The movie, with what's his face? Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, the guy who hit the 3, the guy who put the dagger in his name. You ready? Blue Cane. So I feel like Ben Stiller should be pursing his lips to the side and staring me as I say it. Blue Cane. What was that? Blue Steel, maybe? Back with more next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators baseball today, a $3.15 favorite over the Stetson Hatters, plus 230. Florida State, $4.25 favorites against Jacksonville, plus 300. Grapefruit League today, the Rays are a $1.20 favorite over the Philadelphia Phillies, plus 100. That game in Port Charlotte. College basketball today. The Florida Gators play for their 7th straight win. They're laying 6.5 of the Georgia Bulldogs at the Steadman Coliseum. 148.5 the total. Tampa Bay Lightning $1.12 home ice favorite against Edmonton -108. 6.5 under the total at Amalie Arena. $250 bonus and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
When it rains, it better drain. If storm drains on your commercial property aren't doing their job, this is a major liability that needs to be corrected. Call Duck Duck Rooter to have your storm drains jetted and cleaned with our powerful vac con truck. We'll clear the way for better drainage. Call 904-862-6769. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jags. Duck Duck Rooter, your fully insured certified plumbing and underground utility contractor.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is the Mangler. Years of playing football coupled with lifestyle left my feet mangled with neuropathy. I was experiencing burning, tingling, and numbness. I spoke with 2 foot specialists and they told me there was no cure. They were wrong. I found Dr. Nate Riddle in Ponte Vedra. After utilizing his neuropathy treatment for only 2 weeks, I noticed a difference in my feet. I was regaining my feeling and balance. If you want relief from nerve pain, call Dr. Nate for a free consultation at Riddle Wellness, 904-395-5598.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's them? Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
I-9 Sports invites parents on the First Coast to log on and check out what they can offer with sports year-round. Spring and summer registration open right now, and with ages 3 to 7, there's something for everyone. I9sports.com, enter 1010 in the promo code, and get your kid in the game.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Experience the high-flying action truly unlike anything on the Supercross circuit at Daytona Supercross. Saturday, March 1st. Side-by-side intensity of Monster Energy AMA Supercross on the most demanding track of the circuit. Get close to the action as riders get pushed to the limits on the Ricky Carmichael designed track. For a chance to win tickets to Daytona Supercross, answer this. Who won the 450 final Supercross at Daytona in 2024? Text the winner's last name to 641-1010 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yacht Rocky is what you got going here.
Oh, I went to my Yacht Rock playlist.
Welcome aboard. Smooth sailing on a baby come back on a Wednesday morning. The Beatros Plumbing Wednesday, like family. Beatros is there. You can join the Beatros family. I'm told. I have an in with the owner. Looking for commercial plumbers right now. Hicken right now is grooving to this, by the way, on the ride in.
In old blue.
Oh, yeah. He probably put some sunglasses on. It's dark outside.
Rolled his windows down, put his arm out.
Hick, that'd be a Hick move. Put the sunglasses on.
In the dark.
Yeah, I can see that. That's my guy. Interesting question. It's a fair question on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. How did he phrase it exactly? All right, from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Good on my dogs to beat the Gators, but I still don't think they make the tourney without winning the SEC. They need at least 2 other ranked SEC wins. They could have finished off Auburn the first time or beat Missouri or Texas A&M. They have been close, but no cigar. Again, very familiar for Gator basketball fan. We saw Mike White's Gator teams do this. Tantalizingly close at their best, good enough, but at their mediocre, not. He finishes, though. He says, cool, you showed up late to beat the Gators. Have fun watching them in the tourney. Why do the Dogs historically suck at men's basketball? And that's the question. That's $1 million question. It's a fair question. Georgia should be a sleeping giant in basketball. The SEC, this just in. It's the basketball league now. Georgia sits in a hotbed. You know how many great players come out of Atlanta every year? You can't ride the success. You can't marry yourself to the football program, all the success they're having. You can't get a big money donor to come in and boost your NIL program. That's a fair question. I think we're to the point, the evolution of athletics and the growth of the SEC when it comes to basketball. Georgia may be the biggest underachiever. The Georgia basketball program may be the biggest underachiever in all of Power 5 college sports.
Oh, dear.
Like more than any other team underachieves in football. The Georgia basketball program, where it sits versus where it seems like could be, remains just a huge gulf. Why can't Georgia get good and stay good in basketball? They've tried every different direction. Georgia had a Final Four team when I was a kid, when I was a high schooler. That was Dominique Wilkins. Had a guy named Vern Fleming, a really good NBA player for a long time. Too old for some of y'all listening, but That Georgia team is real. Hugh Durham, who went on to coach JU later, was the coach of that team. Coached FSU before Georgia. Hugh Durham took them to the Final Four with Dominique Wilkins in that team. But golly, that's 40 years ago, man. Over 40 years ago. Georgia barely, they don't even go to the tournament, man. But, like, and there's a lot of teams that barely go to the tournament. You know what? Seems like they could do any and everything, pour everything into it, and they're just going to reach a certain level, right? Like, you know, there's certain programs in football or basketball that no matter what they do, just because of the DNA of the rest of the league, the competition, they only get to a certain level. I mean, if Auburn and Alabama can be top 5 basketball programs now consistently for years, at Florida, same thing. There's no reason Georgia shouldn't be getting embarrassed like they are as a program. And again, this isn't a Mike White storyline. This is, but a fair indicator that if you hire Mike White to be that guy to take you to that level, Florida would tell you he's not that guy. Florida fans certainly did. But yeah, maybe the biggest sleeping giant, maybe the biggest underachiever, and we could have fun coming up with a list. Other teams and other sports. UCLA football. Feels like they should win something every now and then. I mean, there are others if you rack your brain, but man, Georgia sits in a primo spot there. A lot of dudes come out of Georgia every year, out of Atlanta, basketball-wise, and how you can't build up some sort of basketball momentum, especially like I said, Auburn and Bama, Tennessee and Florida. All surround you. Those are your biggest, rivals in the conference. And they're all good. Really good. Top 10 good. So, fair. The Shazam Spotlight comes to you from Los Angeles last night. Did you see this little piece of shade that Luka threw at the Mavs?
No. So,
is it Kyle Harrison? Harrison, the GM there for the Mavs?
Oh, I did see that.
So Harrison is standing courtside. After it was kind of leaked, I don't know if it ever came straight from Harrison's mouth, but questions about Luka's conditioning and his commitment and his weight and defense wins championship and all that gobbledygook. I mean, if you feel like this guy Harrison's like a fall guy. I feel like Harrison's like Shohei's interpreter. He's taking the fall for a decision or something.
Yeah.
Who makes that? Who knows anything about basketball? Especially a GM even makes the decision to trade Luka, but whatever. That's not today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. So Luka comes out in the pregame. Harrison's standing there, like by the scorer's table, courtside, kind of looking out at the Lakers while they're walking around for the shoot-around. Luka hops down and gives him 20.
Then he pointed at him, or he pointed at somebody.
And he hops down, he does some push-ups. I mean, he may as well just pulled out a T-shirt that said, "Go F yourself." Yeah, the pressure was again, back to my initial question, what I thought was my initial comment earlier today, what I thought was kind of a silly question. Pressure on Luka. There'll never be any pressure on Luka in this deal. Luka didn't do anything but change addresses and still was the same top 5 player in the league at his new address as he was as the old one. No, the pressure is on the idiotic Dallas Mavericks, who torpedoed their franchise with a super dumb move. But Luka hopping down and giving a few push-ups pregame. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Give you some news and notes for the National Football League. Combine gets underway. Lots of juice coming out of there. We told you yesterday the Kiper 2.0, another mock draft for Mel Kiper. Who do we have? Brandon Graham again? Is that where we landed? Yep. Or Mason Graham? That seems to be, we talked about this yesterday, almost the exclusive projection for the Jags there at number 5. We shall see. I got to side with Nick Sirianni and the Eagles here. It's unfair to the Eagles if they ban the tush push. I don't even understand the I don't know. Just because no one else can do it. I mean, if you had a kicker who could kick 90-yard field goals, and you were the only one that had a kicker that could kick 90-yard field goals, would you ban 90-yard field goals? I think what's happened here is they've let the chime of the bell get way so far out in the distance, and from this standpoint, there are plenty of things about the tush push that should have been recognized when it first got popular and reined it in then. But now it's just going to look like sore loser can't stop it. It's illegal now. I saw that the Eagles and the Bills run like 90% of the league's tush pushes. It's not a real common play around the league. So we shall see. The Bengals, they're not messing around. They're going to tell you exactly what it's going to be. Jamar Chase will be the top-paid non-quarterback in the National Football League, which is great for Jamar Chase and to a degree for Joe Burrow. Problem with the Bengals, they got T. Higgins, and Hendry. They got other guys that want to be paid like that. There's no way Higgins stays. You just can't pay two receivers, $80 million between them, can you? Well, the Colts perhaps have seen enough of Anthony Richardson. Been a couple of injury-plagued, completely non-productive, at times unsightly years for the former Gator. And so the Colts yesterday in their conversations with the media said they'll have an open competition at quarterback between Richardson and a yet-to-be-determined player they intend to acquire this offseason. Smells like Kirk Cousins, doesn't it? Anybody smell Kirk Cousins? I mean, in other words, the Colts just keep on doing what they've been doing and bringing in these old, over-the-hill, not good enough to win you anything veteran QBs. Either that or Justin Fields, or was that what we're doing? We're retreading, or we're taking an older, at once successful, but certainly ceilinged veteran. Well, it's hard for Kyle Shanahan to do. He held on to it like the grip of death, but he has promoted now Clay Kubiak to offensive coordinator. He had previously been a passing game specialist, a quarterback coach. Shanahan's one of those dudes, though, forever that offense and that play calling is going to have his handprints all over it. You kind of feel like the Ravens are, they haven't exactly, had a ringing support for Justin Tucker and everything he's going through up there. Massage Gate 2. You can do the Google search and see where the latest is, but for the second time, they've doubled down and said the allegations are, quote, concerning. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken Rival, more come your way next. Got Get Smart John in the 7 o'clock hour as well on a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Follow the JU Dolphins on 1010XL.
It's senior night in Swisher. Wear white and join the Dolphins as they hop on the Hatters on the way to the finish line. JU Stetson, tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
Ackerman Urology is now servicing the World Golf Village area. If you have elevated PSA, prostate, bladder, or kidney issues, plan to see the experts at Ackerman Urology right away. Their new location off I-95 at International Golf Parkway.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, it's been 10 years that I've been vouching for my guys at Dandy Boots, and for a decade, I'm proud of my association with a local family business. They make a great product. I've made no secret that I was a customer long before Dandy ever came on board on 1010XL. But I'm thinking I'm due a little Dandy swag, maybe a little love. How about a Dandy t-shirt, a ball cap? So how about it, Thompson family? What do you got going on over there? In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating those delicious tuna salad sandwiches. So guys, keep helping me out and grab a Dandy sandwich today.
Reclaim a pain-free life with Rebound Rehab. If you've been injured or simply feeling the effects of an active life, you can rely on Rebound Rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Sitting on the sidelines isn't any fun. Trust Rebound Rehab's team of trained physical therapists to get you back up to speed and feeling full again. Now more convenient than ever. 11 locations to serve you, including new offices in Riverside across from St. Vincent's, Point Meadows, and Middleburg. Just log on to reboundrehab.com to see all they've got to offer.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gator!
Tired of seeing the signs of aging in the mirror, fine lines, sun damage, redness? They don't have to be part of your future. I'm Dr. Mark Capel, a board-certified dermatologist, and I can help you look and feel your best without invasive surgery or painful treatments. Imagine rejuvenating your skin in a relaxing, comfortable environment with minimal to no downtime. Smooth out fine lines, even skin tone, and restore that youthful glow. Find out how to look and feel your best at dermagnify.com. Dermagnify.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DUI? DUI? Don't stress. Call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, you look worried.
Worried? I'm apoplectic!
You're what now?
I'm freaking out, Jason. Stupid water heater crapped out, so I haven't showered since Thursday. I start smelling a little funky, blow my big corporate job interview tomorrow. I'll end up settling for some dead-end career selling spatulas on the internet.
Dude, stay cool.
There's nothing cool about a cold shower, Jason. I mean, I know how that sounds, but
Bueller Air and Plumbing can get a new water heater installed today. The day you call. You could be smelling fresh again by dinner time.
Wait, you can do that?
Put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
Is that cooler?
Oh, yeah.
Well, life moves pretty fast. If you spend much more time smelling like this, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Your new roof from Universal Roof and Contracting can help save a life. Percentage of every new roof this month will go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude's is leading the way. The world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. This promotion ends February 28th. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Hey, Hicken here, or just call me Dreamfinders Danny. For a limited time to ring in the new year, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down that rate and get in the game. You heard me right. It's 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family-owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at stanleypoolsfl.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL, brought to you by Lone Pronto. The NFL Scouting Combine kicks off tomorrow. Here's Jags GM James Gladstone on what he's looking for in players beyond performance via 1010XL Jaguars YouTube.
I think when you go there to the intangible realm, you're talking about two separate things, both on field and off field. And I think all of us can, when we think about the idea of intangibles, we can probably get to the same spot without even saying anything out loud. But on field, we're looking for competitiveness, toughness, and football instincts. Off the field, you're looking for people that elevate those around them and, are passionate about the sport of football. So it's really not all that complex, but it's something that we're just simply going to prioritize and be disciplined in our approach in doing so.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. It's 50 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Guess what day it is?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what day it is?
Let me think.
Guess what day is it?
Hold on a second.
Anybody?
You in the car. What day is it?
Mike. What day is it?
Oh. You know it! Yes, sir! Tell him again, E!
Mike said it's hump day.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, say it again. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. Good to be alongside with you guys over the next few hours, talking sports, concepts, and rationalizations. We do it each and every morning right here on The Drill. E, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good money.
Good.
As the kids say, I'm Gucci.
Attaboy. You got your purse with you today?
Sling.
Crossbody sling.
I'm sorry.
Sling.
Crossbody sling?
Sure. CBS.
You sporting that today?
CBS.
Combine off and running. Let's go. Jags up there meeting with the media. Jimmy Gladstone throwing some big words at us again, keeping us off balance.
Ecosystem is going to be the buzzword. I heard that used by Liam yesterday. So ecosystem is there. Intangibles is another buzzword.
Yeah.
Intangibles and ecosystem.
Yeah.
Those are two buzzwords as we grow with these young fellas.
It's wonderful. I love that.
Sure.
Love that. So we'll get start diving into the most important part, which is the players. It's their job to find the players, and hopefully they do find the players. And away we go. The Jags have some extra draft picks coming up and should be ready to roll. You kind of get the feeling they're not going to be hugely active in free agency, and just listening to them paint the picture.
Does have a good salary. He likes the salary cap situation, and as long as you're not upside down and you're in the top half of the league, I think they have $34 million. Is that what the number is? But at least your hand isn't necessarily forced, but they're always proactive, it doesn't feel like they're not saying anything to indicate this.
You get to the combine and all the coaches and
But it
GMs.
wonders about Kirk. Christian Kirk is the big question.
Yeah, he'll have to restructure, I'm sure. All the coaches and GMs get their time with the media, so a lot of questions get asked, and you learn various different things. As you sort of had this, if the NFL ever has a mini lull, I guess, it's kind of after all the coaches get hired and before the combine, and now away we go. The news starts breaking, and we're off and running. The NFL is a 52-week, and because the NFL is genius, marketing genius, they've made it a 52-week,
especially when you have a new
year
regime.
game.
It's
just the whole league
for sure.
It never ends.
But especially when you're in a market where we have all this constant change going on.
So yeah. But if there is a lull, the lull has been like the last couple weeks, but now it just dives into the combine, and then free agency, and then the draft, and then the OTAs, and then the mini camps, and et cetera, et cetera. So they'll be off and running. The Jags will be back on the practice fields before you know it. Football will be back.
Well, they get out early. They get like a 3-week, extra jump. But soon, isn't it, E?
They start early, in other words.
Yeah, they get it early.
Yeah.
They get some extra time.
Yeah, so we got all that going on, but last night I had a double dose of Gators on, and
what was the other dose? Baseball. Who were they playing?
Stetson.
How'd that go?
They won, but it was a weird night, and I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But hopefully the basketball team's got to learn a lesson here, man. You got to play 40, not 30, not 20.
Sure.
Because they're going to win the game, but it only takes one good play with a little help from a ref. But Florida put themselves in their own position. A Georgia guy to get Blue Cane open, the screen he set was...
Kirby would have been proud.
Holy cow. But regardless, that doesn't matter. Georgia wins the game because Florida putzes around for the first half.
At least.
It's great that they can come back, and I love the moxie, and the free throws bit them.
That's what I was going to ask you this.
Yeah.
If you had to, and it's hard because there's 2 or 3 or 4 elements, but what was their biggest? Why did they lose the game last night? I could argue it was the free throw shooting. You left 11 of them out there. You shot 60%.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
And so at the end of the game, you got a 4-point lead. You're not down 1, and that's not hitting them all. That's just hitting half of the ones you missed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Georgia's 85%. They go 23 of 27. It's a difference.
You can make it that simple.
Yeah, you can. And that's not the only reason. This isn't the best example. I'm thinking
and listen, sometimes teams come out on fire. Georgia couldn't miss.
Yeah, but they are wide open, too, though.
Wide open.
Wide open. Feel free to get a hand.
Defense, man.
It was clunky at the beginning with Condon and Chinyalu. It didn't seem, I don't know. It was one of those games, man, in college basketball, and this is not a league where you can let your guard down. They've spit the hook a couple of times this year. South Carolina had them beat.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, they shouldn't have lost to Missouri. Missouri's a decent team. You should win that game at home.
Came all the way back.
Arkansas, they fell behind. They've had games.
That's what I'm saying. That's their MO. Their MO is they play really well in the second half, but the first half they sort of feel you out.
FSU had a lead.
But you can't get down 26.
No, that was too much. But and what happened there is I think they assumed that Georgia start missing shots, and that was the wrong assumption.
Yeah.
Oh, those dudes hit not every three, but then they get long rebound, get another effort.
Man, I looked up and it was 15-5, and then I looked up and it was 39-13, and I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah,
I said, we'll get it to 15. Georgia will have a lull in the second half. They always do.
I can't.
But they came back and took the lead.
Would have never thought that. I would have never bet that in a million years. Never. You're down 26 playing like this is one of those, you're going to lose by 14, and we'll see you next week.
See, I thought they could come back, but when they took the lead, I would have bet the farm they were going to win.
I did too, because they lived that way.
And they didn't.
Listen, look.
You're going to play a lot better teams in the tournament. That's my point. The point here is
you're going to play a team like that.
If you really want to go to the Final Four, you can't come out. I don't want to say flat. I don't know what it was, but they do have this way of doing it, and it's a little bit. It's frustrating.
Well, and that's fair, but you're going to play a lot worse teams than Auburn and old Mississippi State and Tennessee and a lot of teams that they've beaten.
When are you going to play a lot worse teams?
The whole way. Georgia is as good as whoever they're playing in the second round. It's as good as Wake Forest or whoever it might be.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to that team's ability to beat you,
I got a real issue with Georgia at 5-10. Them telling me they're a tournament team. 5-10. Come on, man.
That is, by the way,
they better get to 8-10. Then they can talk.
Georgia basketball fan certainly has a perspective from their Florida rival. What Mike White's doing this year at Georgia is what got him run out of Gainesville. Right? Good on the bubble, right? Where they was the last couple of years. You get a win like this. I mean, he did it in Gainesville. He beat some top 3 team in February. And so, we'll see. The SEC is definitely going to be judged different, though. That conference record is not going to be as used as it is in other years and with other leagues.
As good as the conference is, their record in conference is only 500.
Yeah, but I didn't know where you were going there. I was about to say, well, no, Georgia's not 500, but now I see what you're saying. It is going to save them. What's going to get those couple extra SECs where people say, "Hey, no fair," is that non-conference record that we talked about a lot earlier in the year. They dominated. All these cross-conference matchups, or most of them.
Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, and I have 2 today this morning. It's fun times.
Oh.
Brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. How far will the Gators go in March? We have over 500 votes, and you got 4 choices. You got Final Four, Elite 8, Sweet 16, or Gone First Weekend. Take your pick.
Well,
Final Four, Elite 8, Sweet 16, or Gone First Weekend.
What I write on the sheet of integrity and what I'm about to say, I'm going to go ahead and predict won't match. This is where I think they go to the Elite 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have confidence in.
By the way, they're now a 2 seed. And what really stinks is that little chubby man, Lenardi, that little double chin, cheeky man.
I mean, leave him alone. There's nothing wrong with him.
There's something wrong with him.
Okay.
He bounced us down to the two line before the game yesterday. What have we done? We've won 5 in a row at 9 of 10.
Yeah, we lost at Georgia to a team that
No.
lost.
We hadn't lost to Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
He put it out yesterday.
Oh, I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I thought we're in the mighty SEC.
I know why.
Why?
I know, and you can disagree with the methodology. We're 5-4 in Q1. All these other teams are 12-4, 8-2, or
Disagree.
Well,
it's preposterous is what it was.
Okay.
But then we gave him an out.
A huge difference between the 1 and the 2?
Fed him some apple cobbler.
I think you don't want. I mean, that's just being mean.
And away we go. I mean, you do it to poor somebody, a friend of ours, all the time, and yet I'm being mean to Joe Lenardi. I don't get you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
the friend knows that I'm doing it to
him. Final Four 37.6, Elite 8 34.9, Sweet 16 15.5, 12% say Gone First Weekend. Over 500 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken. He'll post it as well on the social media. And by the way, Dreamfinder's offering an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. 15 different locations throughout Jacksonville. So check them out. In fact, Dreamfinders Homes themselves the group tweeted at me and said, said that they will be at the Final Four in a certain area in San Antonio where Dreamfinders Homes builds homes.
I really want the Gators to go to the Final Four, so I can go to San Antonio to the Final Four.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll do the show from there. Check out the game.
Wow,
but that's a long way away.
I'm about tired of y'all leaving me.
I might be solo in some hotel room with one of those, boxes that we can hook up with.
The bonus
one of those deals.
Bonus Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, because I saw a lot of this yesterday.
Now we can bonus right out of the gates.
Out of the gates, not afraid.
Exciting.
Biggest NFL storyline before the combine workouts begin. Like I said, all the coaches, GMs are yapping yesterday, so I thought there were like some bunch of storylines out there that were very interesting to me. I have my own personal, but these are your choices. Chiefs GM says Kelsey's coming back. I think that would let Kelsey do that, but nonetheless, the Pack want the tush push out. They've been identified as the Finks. The Bengals,
what a bunch of babies.
The Bengals will pay Chase, whatever it takes. And quarterback competition for Anthony Richardson. Those are your four choices. The biggest NFL storyline.
Coming from the combine.
Before the combine workouts begin, yeah.
Okay. I got kind of a similar. Just real. You don't have to go through. Just give me the four options again, real quick.
Pack want the tush push out. Chiefs say Kelsey back. Bengals will pay Chase. Quarterback competition for A. Richardson.
I think because of where we sit, I can give a lot more weight to the Anthony Richardson level of interest. But I think it's bigger than it's the fact that the Packers that outed him, but just this tush push. Storyline. Will there be a rule? Is it going to be outlawed at some point? I think, to me, it would be that.
E, what say you?
I got to agree. Nationally, it's the Pack wanting the tush push out.
Okay.
But from where we sit, it's obviously a quarterback competition for Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I thought it was Anthony Richardson, and I still think it is nationally just because this guy was the 4th pick overall. And, the GM couched his words carefully, but my gosh, and the fact that guy's back in Indy is a bit surprising. And that they haven't cleaned house with him. But they like the coach, so maybe they want to keep those two together. But, and he said all the right things. But the fact that you're bringing in someone to have a, quote, competition is interesting. So they knew when they drafted him it was going to take some time. He has not played a lot of football. The problem is he still hasn't played a lot of football. I think it might be like 17 to 34 games or something like that he's played in. So... he needs experience. Anyway,
did you see this?
The lead is Pack want tush push out, like you guys said. A. Richardson 2nd, Bengals is 3rd, and Kelsey back only got 10.9%.
That doesn't do much for me. And the Chase, you just know is coming. It'll be a big story if the Bengals say, "We're stopping the madness. We won't pay him." Okay,
go to DreamfindersHomes.com for all your.
Did you see this story about J.J. Watt?
No.
Have you not seen this?
No.
J.J. Watt has made a bet. That just like the Wheel of Integrity, I can't help but think of Saturday, it says he will fulfill if it happens. If it does, he's going to return for another season in the NFL, and it'll be for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that specific.
Why
what happens?
He made a bet. He's a co-owner of the Burnley soccer team.
Yes.
He made a bet with their goalkeeper. That he'll play for the Bengals if the goalie doesn't allow another goal for the rest of the season in the English Championship League.
Okay.
Let's see how many he's got. They've already. I'll do it. Watt said yesterday, if he does that, which is insane, we have 12 or 13 games left. But if he does it, it's insane enough, respectful enough that I will go out there and follow through. Who knows if they even want me? I haven't talked to them, but I'm in shape and I'll go play. For the minimum? I guess. Probably for the minimum.
They're not going to pay.
They ain't got no money.
I know, but I guess it would be free.
Yeah.
This is more like, obviously trying to.
Has this guy thrown a few shutouts up? Is he capable of doing it?
Let me see what
is he on a streak right now?
I'm getting to that info.
Obviously, he's not going 13 games.
No, you're not going 13 in a row.
If they have that many. If they have 4 or 5 left, it would be
right. You're like when your goalie was so hot, right?
Yeah.
As great as he is, he ain't throwing 13 shutouts in a row.
No.
I want to know, though, exactly what that goalie has done. And I'll get that info for you. Before we come back with Get Smart, John, E.T., can I get a birthday shout-out, please, this morning? Happy.
Yeah.
All right, so today is February 26th.
Happy.
It was This day, February 26, 1996. 29 years ago to the date, your boys' world changed. Not one, but two of those little jokers popped out of Mississippi.
Two of them.
Oh, dear.
Not one, but two.
Oh, heavens.
Yes.
Tell everything.
So happy birthday.
There's another one in there. Hold up.
Happy birthday this morning to the boys. My sons turned 29 today. It's time to grow up, guys. Time to grow up. We're 29 now. Both doing great. Wish them a great day. If you see them out there and about today and you know it's their birthday, do something nice for them.
I like that.
Yeah. There you go. Happy birthday. They're probably not even listening.
HBD.
Wants to listen to their old man ramble on the radio. They've heard enough of that through the years.
Amen. All right, let's get Smart John up.
Sure.
You ready?
Yeah, it's a Beach Trust Plumbing Wednesday on the drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
536, 70, 88, 106. Those are the top 5 draft picks for the Jaguars this year. They get 5 of the top 106 players, man. All right, James Gladstone, we need you. 536, 70, 88, 106. That's a chance to do some damage in the National Football League. That's a chance to find some ball players. So go through that combine, do what you got to do, and make your moves. If you want to trade up, by the way, with 70 and 88, feel free. Whatever you need to do to get us 3 really good football players, man, it would be most appreciated. Sincerely, Jaguar fan. And that's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the lookout and always drafting experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians. Benefits are incredible. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. You want to see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work in Jacksonville each and every year? It's rapidly growing, family-owned and operated for more than 50 years. We want you to be part of the family. Don't let the opportunity slip by. You can learn more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. You never know what's going to happen.
If we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game.
And that's the beauty of sports.
Not tonight.
1010XL.
Screw them.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, folks, Hicken here from my friends at Zero Res. It's a great time to get started on spring cleaning, and you want to start on spring cleaning, let's get the carpets taken care of first. And right now, the hottest price of the year is Zero Res will clean 3 rooms for you, and then the 4th room is free. Free on me. And I'll tell you what, we had our carpet cleaned a couple weeks ago from Zero Res. Man, it's like a brand new carpet. Smells great, looks great, feels great on your feet. It's perfect. Call Zero Res. You'll be glad you did. 4th room on me. Hottest price of the year. Zero Res. You spell it forward. Zero Res. You spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at hodgesmazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Don't miss the Players' Championship, March 11th through 16th at TPC Sawgrass. This can't-miss event features a variety of activities for every fan to enjoy, from delicious bites to the Sawgrass Splash. There are endless fan enhancements that will make for a memorable experience. Plus, watch the top PGA Tour players, including back-to-back champion Scotty Scheffler, take on the iconic stadium course featuring the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Whether it's a leaky pipe, a backed-up septic tank, or your heater isn't keeping things cozy, call Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to CarlsonDentalGroup.com. That's CarlsonDentalGroup.com for all of your dental needs.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Warm weather means the beach, fishing, golf, and more. Make sure to drop into Daly's and grab a cold case to go. From Bud Light to their seltzer, from Mick Ultra to Modelo, or your favorite crafts like Old City or Sweetwater. Grab and go at your local Daly's.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
You love them. This could be a trivia question answer one day. So I've got an update. I'm rather shocked with where things stand on the J.J. Watt bet. But the goalkeeper that he made the bet with is currently on a 12-match shutout streak. 12 more to go. Halfway home, and J.J. Watt is a Cincinnati Bengal, apparently for free.
Wonderful. Why can't he be a Jacksonville Jaguar?
I blame Fulham. I blame the Fulham-Burnley rivalry.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Get Smart John this morning. Hello, Johnny.
Johnny!
Good morning, Googans.
Morning.
That was very interesting. And did I also hear that Gronk might make a comeback?
I don't trust those, but I've heard that as well, that he's working out in Colorado, is it? Wants to play for the Broncos, apparently. I don't know.
Because of Sean Payton or something?
No, because local legal.
Local legal. Yeah,
Don't kid yourself.
problem now is everywhere is local legal, or a lot of places are.
Oh. Okay. So I do have a shout out.
Shout out loud. Shout out proud.
Yes. Longtime Guggen, huge fan of the entire station, listens all day. Ed Bush. So thank you for listening, Ed. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Eddie.
What up, Mr. Bush?
Yes. And my daughter will be in town for several days, and we will be attending the event of the year, some would say, the J-Fun wine tasting tomorrow night. So really looking forward to that. Yes.
Always a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have perfect weather, too.
Good.
Yes. Hope to see you there, Dan.
We'll be there.
Okay.
He'll be there. I'll be there. Getting our swerve on. Is that what we do?
Yeah.
Swerve in the corner. Whoa.
Yes. All right. So let's give this show some class. So we'll get you started with art.
Art?
Yes.
Van Gogh.
Okay. I like that.
Artist Andy Warhol
Yes.
was known for a series of canvas paintings that featured which company's soup cans?
Campbell's.
Campbell.
Dunkin'
Yeah.
Soup.
TV.
TV.
Debuting in 2016, actress Leah Remini hosted a docuseries focused on her and others' experiences with what religion that she had previously been a member of.
What was Cruise's?
I mean, yeah,
Scientology?
that's a religion's an awful loose word there, by the way. There ain't nothing religious about Scientology. That literally started as a bet, as a joke. So, yeah. But anyway, it's Scientology, yeah.
Yes. History.
Don't know much about history.
The Spruce Goose, a prototype aircraft conceived by Henry Kaiser and Howard Hughes, is unique in that it is the largest plane almost completely out of what material? Made of what material?
Balsa wood.
It is like that. It's definitely like some sort of wood.
Yeah, it's spruce, I'd say. Spruce.
It is wood. You're right.
Yeah.
It is wood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably spruce, I imagine.
I'm not sure.
That probably makes sense.
Right?
Spruce tree.
It's a spruce goose, so yeah. Just stumbled into that one, didn't we?
Yes.
Business. What three-word term is used for the first time a privately owned company sells shares of its stock on a stock exchange and thus becomes publicly owned?
It's their initial public offering, IPO.
IPO.
Yeah.
Kind of movers and shakers you're dealing with.
Sports. The Bonsai Pipeline, a surf spot famous for its barreling waves, is located on the north shore of which Hawaiian island?
I think it's Oahu. I mean,
I've never been, so.
I mean, I've heard of the Bonsai Pipeline. It's now, I think.
I don't know. I don't know which ones are which. I mean, I think of Maui when I think of surfing, but I don't know anything about Broncos for the Maui Wowie. Go with Have you been more than once? Haven't you to Hawaii?
I've been once.
Oh,
only once. I know North Shore.
Yeah, the North Shore of Oahu.
Oahu.
Yeah.
Let's just go Oahu.
Oahu.
That is correct.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Darn right it is.
I started to think of Honolulu, and then you said Maui.
I don't
and
know.
then
Maui.
Big Island.
Sure.
I'm like, oh my God.
I don't know which one's the Big Island. I don't know what's what.
I know.
No idea.
Is Hawaii the Big Island?
Who knows?
Yes, I believe
no
so.
one knows. Hawaii itself doesn't.
I know I've been to the Big Island.
They're measuring today.
I've been to Honolulu, whichever island that is, and
That's Oahu. Honolulu is Oahu.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Presents.
Presents, as in like your presence is needed, or presents as in like Christmas?
As in Christmas.
Okay.
Which precious metal?
Isn't that precious? What a precious little metal that is.
All right, let's try this again. Which precious metal is the traditional gift for a 25th wedding anniversary?
Silver.
Yes.
Silver and gold. Silver and
I
gold.
got 30 coming up this year.
30
in April.
Movies. What 1989 film starring Morgan Freeman, Jessica Tandy, and Dan Aykroyd was the most recent PG-rated movie to have won the Academy Award for Best Picture?
Is it DMD?
Drive Miss Daisy.
Yes.
Them boys on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Now, I had a bonus question on this one. Have you all seen the movie? Obviously, it's been a while.
I've not seen the movie. Imagine that. No.
You haven't? Okay. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Can you tell me either the name of the maid or the actress who portrayed her in the movie? She was well known for being in a TV series.
Again, having not
Was
seen the
it,
movie, I'll leave that to.
I think Dan might get this.
Who is it?
The only one I can think.
She played the younger.
I don't remember the movie.
Jessica Tandy?
But you said Maid, so I'm thinking of, and you said TV series, so I'm thinking of Florida Evans.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Was it? Okay.
It was. So, you know what? I'll give you that. Esther Roll.
Esther Roll, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good times. Good times, Mom.
That's right.
Keeping your head above water.
Making your way if you can. A temporary layoff.
Good times.
It's a.
Hey, we're going to have a good times party this weekend. You want to come?
And, okay. Okay, we're going to go a little bit deeper then. Can you tell me which series that was a spinoff? Good Times was a spinoff of which series?
Jefferson's,
Oh, you
wasn't it?
got it.
What is
You
it?
got
Maud?
it.
And there's Maud.
Yes. And Maud, who is a spinoff of
Archie Bunker, right? The All in the Family.
You guys are good. All right. All these kids today are like, what show?
All in the Family had a hell of a coaching tree.
Yeah.
Like if you go All in the Family and then it spinoffs and then the spinoffs from those spinoffs, it goes about 6 deep, man.
It's true.
Where did
Absolutely
Mary Tyler Moore stand alone? And then Rhoda spun off of her?
Yeah.
And Phyllis. Phyllis had a show briefly for a while as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And now Lou Grant, you can't really count because Lou Grant was a serious TV show.
What about
He
Meryl
wasn't-
Stooping to the Love Boat? Does it get a spinoff from Mary Tyler Moore?
No.
Not
Murray.
the same kid. Yeah,
Murray.
Murray.
Hi, Murray. Hi, Lou. Okay. Recent sports news.
All right.
I guess I'll say somewhat. Okay. Which Tampa Bay Buccaneers player received a $3 million incentive bonus after reaching 1,000 receiving yards in the regular season?
Was
Evans.
Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Has to be Evans.
Yes. And, by the way, I was going to do something, again, I get inspiration from the show often, as you know.
Sure you do.
And we were talking about Yacht Rock before Dan came in, and you said, "Baby, come back." So I was going to say, "Hey, E, go ahead and play that," and then I was going to ask the question, the name of the group.
Dan will know, right? Baby, come back?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Muskrats.
Oh, well, E said it's too easy. Now, would you have known that? Yeah.
It's not a question, so I was just asking.
No, it was. It's not going to be. I chose something else.
I don't know who
because
sings
he
Baby
thought it
Come
was too
Back.
easy.
I have no idea. Those
Dan?
guys are all the same. It's not the same person or group that sang every single song in the 70s. I thought it was the same
No.
dude. Oh, okay.
No. That's probably
Any kind of fool could see.
Give me a clue.
It's one word, begins with a P.
Player.
Yes. So, E, I guess that was a tougher one than we thought. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There it is. Yacht Rock.
Kids, grab your lady.
The fact
It's,
that Hicken isn't
open
engaged with
skate
Yacht
time.
Rock is one of the real big missed opportunities in music history. He
Open
would-
skate time.
If Hicken opens that Yacht Rock app, he'll never open another one.
For sure.
That'll be all his faves will be on there. Goulet, Manilow,
Tito.
Hey,
Oh,
couple. Let's make this a ladies' choice couple.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now go ahead and play the audio clue we have chosen,
All right. Wonderful.
please.
Hope you know this one because I don't.
What are you, crazy?
I always thought this was a good one for a Dan intro.
Nothing.
Wait a second.
Let it breathe. The lay of the land.
This is a song by The Man.
Okay, so the name of the song is The Man. I'm looking for the name of the group.
Good luck.
No idea.
Move along, friend. You won't find him here.
That's got to be out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I don't.
You recognize the song, though, don't you?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
How about you, E?
We weren't cultured in a skating rink like you were.
Well, no. That was way after skating rink. That song is like 2000s.
What?
Maybe, yes.
That's why I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Really?
Okay.
Should we know this song?
Should I know this song?
What,
Do
2000?
you not recognize it, E?
Man, no.
Might even be 2010.
Man.
I think I'd play that at your swingers party.
That's why I said, the intro. That's why I said, with.
Okay, who is it anyway?
The Killers.
The Killers.
Ah, the Killers.
Yes.
Nice.
And they have some other songs, too.
Okay. I would hope so. It'd be hard to have a career with just one.
I don't know. Some of these one-hit wonders go on for years and years.
Even they had others, but yeah, to your point.
You're right, Dan. That was the number one song in 1979, too.
Yeah, 70s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, 79, but yes.
Well, that ain't 2000s. You're losing your gourd.
Okay. All right. Geography.
Geography.
What is the name of the longest river in South America?
South America would be the Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes. Science. What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere?
I got some abundant gas for you.
Of course.
I'll tell you what, I'm right up there in the top 5. I don't know if I'm number 1, though.
This is it's one of two, and I overthink it. It's definitely one of two. It's either hydrogen or nitrogen. I always feel like it should. I always feel like you want to say hydrogen, but the answer is nitrogen. Is that crazy off though?
I like nitrogen.
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 Okay, good.
I'm a man.
Yeah. But wasn't that a good intro for you? Wouldn't you, with the words on that?
Don't get him started.
Okay. All right. Best in Show at this year's Westminster Dog Show was awarded to Monty, a dog of which breed?
Wasn't he a
Isn't he one the one you have, or one of those little?
No, he was a big one, if I remember.
Oh, good for him. Oh, was it? It wasn't a. I don't pay it. I'm not going to say anything. I don't pay attention to the dadgum dog show. I have no idea what won. I don't know how they award it.
I just saw it, but I don't remember.
Like
I
a
don't
retriever,
know what
though, like something like super, like mainstream.
How about like?
Is it big like a Great Dane?
I didn't even know. It wasn't
Mastiff?
I was going to say, no, not that big. I was going to say like Golden Doodle, but it wasn't a Golden Doodle because I saw the picture. I know what a Golden Doodle is.
A Labradoodle?
Labradoodle, whatever. I don't know.
That is a Golden Doodle, a Labradoodle, right? Same thing? I don't know.
So it wasn't a doodle.
No doodle.
I have a German Shepherd.
Pitbull.
Let's go with an American Bulldog.
Is that your final?
Yes.
Giant Schnauzer.
Nice.
Schnauzer. So it was a big dog, though, right?
Yeah.
American Bulldog is a big dog.
With the name.
Yeah, but American Bulldog ain't never winning that. They slobber and they walk slow.
That's not an American Bulldog. That's an English Bulldog.
Terrible.
Like the Georgia Bulldog, that's not an American Bulldog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a French Bulldog?
Yeah, American Bulldog's looks more like a pit bull. It's got a longer snout.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Astronomy.
Astronomy. The little slobber is not winning. I mean, he's leaving a trail like a slug.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Get up,
dog.
move.
Never understood it. Never understood anyone even owning one of those little snot machines.
Leaving a trail like a slug.
Or a St. Bernard. They're, all over the place, yes. What is the name of Earth's only natural satellite?
The moon.
The moon.
Then the moon.
Awards. Which actor won the Academy Award for Best Actor in 2024 for his performance in Oppenheimer?
Oh, God.
I had a telescope in it, didn't I?
Oppenheimer, you saw this. I didn't see it.
It's that
a long movie.
Oh, very long. It was good.
Yeah.
It was that skinny, goofy looking dude.
I don't know what his name is.
He's like got like a Irish name.
All right, don't look at me.
I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't think I can get it. I know it's. I can see him. I know him, but I don't know any other roles. I don't know him very well, so I don't. What's his initials?
C.M.
Is he of the? Is he of Jacksonville's most popular surname, Murphy?
He does.
That's all.
It's like Sealy. It's like
yeah.
But it's pronounced Killian.
Killian.
Killian Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah. But it looks like Cillian. Yeah.
There you go. Killian. God's soul.
I like the way how you incorporated Daniel into that. That was good.
Shout out Murph.
Power Hour.
Daniel's cousin coming up in an hour.
Yes.
He'll have some old stories to tell from the old country when him and Kevin were boys, used to run around. Doctor and MLB player. Not to forget my buddy Tim Murphy as well.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Murphs running around.
Got a ton of Murphs.
He loves pizza from Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
Enjoy watching movies by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Sort of the forgotten brother.
And going way back to an old series called Alias Smith and Jones with Ben Murphy.
Nah,
you guys remember that?
I'll end it all and take the bullet for the team.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Famous autograph ball, Dale Murphy.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Ouch. Yes.
So we can move along now.
All right.
Okay.
That's the end of that game.
How did we miss that one? Speaking of TV. Which long-running animated TV show created by Matt Groening first premiered on December 17th, 1989?
That'd be The Simpsons.
It would.
Yeah.
Now, just for extra, do you know what show it was first featured on?
Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah, oh, very nice.
All right, we got time for one more, Johnny.
Okay, we're going to do the halftime. I'm going to ask you for two.
All right, good.
Okay. Identify two of the 6 most populous capital cities in the world as of 2024. If you can do 3, that'd be great. But I know time is
in the world. What's the United States number 1? NYC. Would that be in the top 6?
That's not
Paris?
that's not a capital.
Oh, okay. What about Paris?
Paris.
Paris
sure.
be one of them.
London. We got to go Asia. We got to go
Hong Kong.
Or
is that a capital?
Beijing.
Beijing.
Yeah.
Beijing is one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
22.1 million.
Tokyo.
Tokyo's number 1, 37.1 million. Give me one more.
Yeah, let's go to India. Let's go to what's the biggest city? I'm drawing
capital. Capital.
What's the capital of India?
It's not New Delhi.
Cairo's Egypt. New Delhi.
Yes, 33.8 million, and Cairo was on the list as well, 22.6 million.
Okay.
All right.
And what were 5 and 6? Were Paris and London not on there?
No. Dhaka, Bangladesh.
What about Albany?
Mexico City.
Which
one?
The other one? Mexico City? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Albany, New York. Is that in there?
Definitely.
No.
Definitely dominated by like the Asia there.
Exactly.
All right, Johnny, we got to run.
Thank you, John.
All right, guys. We'll see you. Take care.
Smell you later. That's Get Smart, John. Back with more on a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here, where electrifying moments come to life.
Inside of a minute to play.
And legendary performances live.
A monumental milestone in a legendary career.
1010XL. The power of Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same way. We pay money monthly, a lot of it. We start adding up those premiums, man. That's a lot of money. So when something happens, we need you. You need to be there, and that's what Craig and Chris Kaprowski do with Goosehead Insurance. They take care of all of our insurance needs. When I say take care of, I mean it, man. Something happens, you call, they get you that information. Bang! They take care of you. It's called customer service. Something they don't take lightly in this day and age. While others might, the Kaprowskis are always there. I speak from experience, man. Homeowners, yes. Auto, flood, boat, small business. The Kaprowskis are always there. So get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of them. Craig.Kaprowski at Goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprowski, Koproski at Goosehead.com. Or call them, 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprowski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Frank Frangie here. It's new year, new truck time at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% and 0 APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere in Jacksonville. Shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com. Value your trade and customize your payment options in seconds. Nimnik Buick GMC. GMC, we are professional grade.
This is Daytona, the awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross, and the most challenging course to witness the air-catching, adrenaline-pumping, heart-pounding action unlike any other race in Florida. Daytona Supercross. The biggest names battle it out under the lights at the World Center of Racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 1st. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Happy New Year from Big Chief Tire. Frank Franzi here. Start 2025 off right by keeping your car running smoothly. Whether you're traveling for work or heading out on a weekend getaway, their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle is in top shape. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule maintenance, repairs, or tire service. With Big Chief Tire's trusted care, you'll tackle every journey ahead with peace of mind. Start the year strong. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my successful back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
3D Digital has you covered for any of your business's digital marketing needs. From producing award-winning videos to getting those digital ads to follow your customers around the internet, our team has your back. Visit 3ddigital.com or give us a call at 904-712-4004 to schedule a free consultation today. 904-712-4004.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. In the past 10 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting, and still, Awaken 180 continues to stand alone as the proven solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Hayes Carline for Kingfish Pest Control, a local family-owned business that's been chosen as the exclusive pest control provider for the brand new state-of-the-art Miller Electric Performance Center. As a Kingfish customer myself, I know their effectiveness in keeping spiders, roaches, bugs, and termites out. When I trust them for my family and the Jags trust them for their business, then you can too. For the best service in town, call my friends at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Joe C. for Florida Home AC, and now's the time to tune up that heating and AC unit. Take advantage of their $69 seasonal tune-up special. Keep warm in the winter and cool in the summer with Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars.
If golf is your thing, you'll want to check out the 2025 Hills Pass at Hidden Hills Golf Club. Unlimited golf, including golf car, and preferred tee times for just one low price. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to purchase your Hills Pass today.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox deal on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize bag. E, tell them about the razzle dazzle today.
Oh, I got some razzle dazzle for them today. I got a pair of tickets to see one night of the Bee Gees at the Jacksonville Center for Performing Arts. That's going down March 6th. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill.
All right, cool.
Gator says English Bulldog won last year, you rubes.
The English did, the slobbery one. So my answer, even though I thought that wasn't my answer, was actually a better answer than the one I gave.
Yeah.
And shame on Ox for knowing that. But anyway, I won't.
He has a bulldog, so that's
all right,
why.
I question this dude's judgment more after last night than I did when he pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Nico Harrison, the GM of the Dallas Mavericks, why in God's name would you go to that game last night? Yeah. Why would you do it?
Yeah.
What purpose does it serve? It's not the playoffs. It's not a home game.
Or stay up there in the box.
Why would you don't even go to the game? Yeah. Did they make him go to the game? Did the Mavs ownership wake up and say, what the hell have we done? You did what?
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but this thing is...
It reeks.
Adam Silver said the NBA's dying. We got to do something. The Lakers need to be good. Which one of you teams wants to help this squad out and give them a ball?
Man, but so Nico Harrison goes to the game. Did you see what they did during the middle of the game?
Yeah.
The Laker fans in unison, thank you, Nico.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Nico. And this dullard has to sit right there in, section 101 and listen to it. Why would you go to the game?
Yeah.
And if you did, go ahead and pick out what closet you're watching it from.
Again, the Mavericks went to the NBA Finals a year ago. Is that correct?
It makes less sense.
I heard this about Luka. He's third all-time in scoring average in regular season and second all-time in playoff scoring average. Is that possible?
Yes. Yes, it's possible. Correct. This all fed into the incredible reaction from the worst trade ever.
And they got Anthony Davis for him.
Yeah, pretty much. You throw stuff. That's pretty much a straight-up deal, Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. And I know there's other stuff that doesn't matter that much, but that's basically it. Let's give you a 31-year-old injured guy for a 25-year-old who needs to do some push-ups.
All right, so I was watching Gator baseball last night. I've never seen this. Murph will be along in a while. I'll ask him about it as well. But it was Florida took the lead. It was Stetson pitched very well. Stetson in Florida. I was flipping back and forth between that and the hoops. And it was 2-1. By the way, Aiden King, 3 beautiful innings, got his first win. That kid is going to be really good.
Is that the one from
Bishop Snyder?
Bishop Snyder.
Really good. So shout out to him. But anyway, 2-1 Florida. Blake Sear hit a home run to give him a 2-1 lead in the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Runner on third. Okay?
Mm-hmm. It's in Gainesville, the game?
No, Stetson. Into the land. 2 outs. Guy hits a comebacker. King misses it. The shortstop's got to come in and get it. You know the kid's going to beat it out. He throws over to first. Kid's safe by 3 steps. And all of a sudden, there's an appeal going on. And I'm like, what possibly could they be appealing? Did he miss the bag? Is my first thought at first. And so the game, which was moving along greatly, all of a sudden shuts down for like 15, 20 minutes, which, again, is way too long. So I don't know why in the world. Anyway, long story short, you know how in college baseball they have like 2 bags at first base now? You have the inside, and then there's like a safety bag, like a.
No, I didn't know
okay,
that.
well, and one it's painted a different color.
Huh.
So it's like white
Is this
and then
this year
orange.
new or
I don't know.
I do not remember this.
People
from
tell
last
me
year.
it's been around for, I don't know.
Huh.
So I'm trying to at first base. So again, I'll ask Murph.
So you're supposed to run through the outside one, and the other guy stays on the inside.
You can't run through the outside one, but apparently
you can't
he touched the white. His foot landed on the white. It didn't touch the orange. Florida appealed. They call him out. Run doesn't score because he's out at first, and it's still 2-1. Florida then gets 5 or 6 in the 8th inning and blows it open, which they might have done anyway, even if the run scored. Stetson coach goes nuts. They protest the game. But, I mean, they had all these long breaks. I'm like, what are we doing? You made the call. Let's play ball. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, I've never so I'm sure some Guggen will know and tell us what it was. But it was very confusing to me. But they said you have to touch the outside of the bag too. You could touch both.
Huh.
And they only had one angle at it. It wasn't a very good look. It definitely would have been inconclusive.
Well, and I could see why they'd add that second bag, because I can remember 20, 30, 40 cases of even guys dying at first base because of these unbelievable collisions. Or maybe I've never seen any kind of play ever in baseball history that would make you add a second base and affect a game. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. So, but yeah, Florida won.
Thank you, Nico.
They're 8-0 now, and I think they play UNF tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But
I was somebody was flashing up. I don't know if it was the college baseball rankings or some sort of power rankings, but I thought I was watching the the basketball all over again. Like the first 6 of the first 7 were SEC.
Yeah,
including Georgia. It was Georgia, LSU, Texas. I don't even know who they all were.
Great at every sport but football right now.
Who is Florida?
SEC.
Oh, the SEC. Yeah, they're terrible in football. And it is. Football is given some opportunity to the rest of the league this year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Georgia not having the quarterback in place, I'm sure they'll be fine. Don't get me wrong. And coming off a year where they didn't dominate, it feels when you are at the very top, it feels like it'll never end. All it takes a couple of recruiting classes that don't pan out, a quarterback who's not the right guy. And, yeah, you're still good. You're still a threat. But it feels like Georgia's stranglehold grip has been released.
And FSU was supposed to be at JU last night, and they got postponed.
Well, that stinks.
So they'll play today, though.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm correct.
Good. Did you see this from the NFL?
What you got?
Did you see who's sniffing around Matthew Stafford? Did you see who was put in and wants to speak with him?
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Stafford to the Raiders, where he plays indoors.
Yeah.
He's got Brock Bowers.
Yeah, if you're the Raiders, you're all over that.
Yeah,
but if you're Pittsburgh, you should be all over it.
Well, but if
you're a team in need of a quarterback, Stafford's your guy more than Cousins or Darnold or any of them.
Yes.
Stafford is the guy that you've been all over. Yes,
but
even Aaron Rodgers.
But there's this, too, now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care it doesn't matter to me which team is better for Stafford. It's all about where Stafford wants to play.
Correct.
Like, Pittsburgh may be the same money. You might want to play in Vegas because you're in Vegas. It's warm.
My other question is, what do the Rams know that we don't know?
Well, no, the Rams, I did see the latest is they're asking now for what's the number. They want to redo it. So they're not like cutting bait with Stafford per se. They've talked to him about restructuring the deal, which in this case means more, not less.
Somebody said this the other day, and I agree with him. Matthew Stafford, is he one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league? The answer is yes, and so therefore he should. It's $50 million. That's what they're all making. He gets $50 million. Give me 3 years, $150 million, and I'm back.
Yeah, he's 37. You can't get
37, 38, 39.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is 41, isn't he?
Yeah, and hadn't won anything in 12 years. That's probably part of the counter argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get that kind of money, but the 22 or whatever it is he's owed.
Well, Dak's 60. Joe Burrow's 55. Jordan Love's 55. Trevor Lawrence 55. Tua 53-1. Jared Goff 53.
I think you're looking at like a 1 year $30 million.
I'm talking average.
Is what Stafford's going to get.
Oh, yeah. Hell no. I ain't taking that.
Okay. Well, then you're not going to play.
Well, I'll go somewhere else. I'll get it from somebody.
You're not getting $50 million from anybody.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
Not at 37.
Wow.
And had some injury issues a couple years ago. He missed half the season.
What did A-Rod get from the Jets?
Did he play on his Packers deal? Was that a trade or is that strict free agency? Let me see. I'll answer that question.
Clay County Gator, who knows Gator baseball as well as anybody, they experimented with the second first base at the SEC tourney last year. Thank you, Clay County Gator.
Yeah, well, dumb idea.
I saw it the other day.
Aaron Rodgers got 3 years, 112. So that's 34.
Yeah, he ain't get 50.
Yeah, no way.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that he.
All right, I'll say
it's not about deserving or not. It's just about the reality of what a team is going to be. He's a rental. He's a rental.
Okay,
you're not paying $50 million to build. You
won't give me 2 years, $100 million?
No,
because you're gonna want like a lot of that guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they all get it guaranteed now. Thank you, Deshaun.
No, he ain't getting 100 guaranteed. No.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence has 142 guaranteed. Joe Burrow has 146 guaranteed.
Those boys also like not even 30.
25.
Come on, man.
Well,
come on, Dan.
Deshaun Watson 230 guaranteed.
Yeah, but come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan. What?
Dumb take, bro.
Wow.
Well, it was clown take, bro.
Hey, jackass! You see that little wheel right there? You want to bet a number that Stafford gets?
I bet you don't get $50 million.
Okay, what do you think he gets?
He wants $50 million.
Yeah, I bet you he don't get 30.
I mean, he gonna get more than 30.
Oh, okay. How much more?
I'd say he get 40.
It ain't gonna be a 1-year deal.
I'm not saying that either.
Okay.
Listen, you got
so all of a sudden a clown take, but he's going to get 2 years 80 according to you.
But he ain't getting 2 years 100.
Okay, well, it's fairly.
It's not
close.
2 years 100. What you want to do, bro?
What you want to do? All of a sudden you went from clown take, which would be.
He's not getting 100.
Okay, well, what is he getting?
Well, he's not getting 50 a year. Is what I'm saying.
All right,
he's not getting 50 a year. That's
maybe
what
he's
I'm
getting
saying.
50.
He has a $49.6 million cap hit with the Rams, which they're trying to get lower.
46.
Yeah, he got 3 years, $120 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
No, 4 years, $160 million extension, but that wasn't all guaranteed. 120 guaranteed in his last deal, March 2022. So 22, 23, 24. He's coming off making 40 a year guaranteed.
Yeah, so he's going to want more.
Yeah, but I want more too.
I'll bet you Will Spinney gets more than 40. Tough guy.
We'll see. Who's going to pay? Who can afford that? I don't know.
I'm just willing to bet it right now.
I bet you Will Spinn he doesn't get 50 a year.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Okay then.
Well then, so you're just living by all of a sudden a clown take because I said something like 50, but you won't go over 40.
Okay, but he's not getting 50.
You're out of your mind. Go run a mile. Put on your diaper and walk down to the Sip and Go with snakes around you.
Carrying one of those big ones wrapped around his.
We got to take a break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
By the way, Ovechkin had another goal last night against those mighty Calgary Flames.
Tell them what they're going to win.
Flames win, by the way. You bet they did.
To see one night of the Bee Gees at Jacksonville Center for Performing Arts. That's going down March 6th, 904-641-1010. I'll let your boy right now.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's the season of sandals and sundresses.
And the Players' Championship.
Listen for 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Dramagnify.
And Kingfish Pest Control.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Doc T says, Hick, I'm going into concierge medicine. I said, Doc, what's concierge medicine? He said, look, man, you don't feel good, you come see me that day. We see what's wrong with you. I said, oh, okay, I like that. You know, sometimes when regular doctors, can't get in for a couple weeks. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. Call him 24/7. Oh, I like that, too. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Townsend's awesome. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, I go on and on. Doc T's got you covered. So if you got questions, man, join up because he's only going to take a limited number of patients. That's how it works. MyPVConcierge.com has all the answers. That's MyPVConcierge.com.
Don't miss the Players' Championship, March 11th through 16th at TPC Sawgrass. This can't-miss event features a variety of activities for every fan to enjoy, from delicious bites to the Sawgrass Splash. There are endless fan enhancements that will make for a memorable experience. Plus, watch the top PGA Tour players, including back-to-back champion Scottie Scheffler, take on the iconic stadium course featuring the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Leading the JU Dolphins to an NCAA Division I championship in 1970, Artis Gilmore still holds the highest career rebounding average in Division I history. Gilmore played in the ABA and in the NBA and was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. Gilmore also serves as a special assistant to the president for Jacksonville University. I'm E.T., and this Black History Month profile on 1010XL is brought to you by Instant Keys. Fast, professional, honest locksmith service.
I'm Hayes Carline, and I'll give you glimpses of future NFL stars and who could be a good fit here in Jacksonville. Listen for Combine Commentary with Carline during the Frangie Show on 1010XL, brought to you by Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
From humble origins on Beach Boulevard to the grandeur of the old homestead, Takaloo has bucked the odds, selling cheap tacos and even cheaper beers since 2008. I'll be the first to lament that nothing is cheap anymore, but much has not changed in 17 years. Bangin' Shrimp still rocks, margaritas flow day and night, and we love to see old friends and make new friends every day. You can still spin the wheel or sit outside on the patio in the sun with friends and family. It's been a ton of fun, and we have you, Jacksonville, to thank for 17 years. Takaloo in Jacksonville Beach.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Prosser here, still telling you about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Lifetime Enclosures is keeping the sale going into February. Enclosures starting at only $89 a month, and if you get a complete enclosure done, you get free flooring. If you just need flooring, Lifetime Flooring is running a buy one room, get the second room free. Now offering floor coating for that garage or patio deck too. Give them a call or visit their showrooms just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a beautiful walk-in closet that's already so incredibly functional for me and old Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 1-800-293-3744 or visit closetsbydesign.com. And take advantage of extended savings this month. Get 40% off and another 15% off with 18-month special financing.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, you look worried.
Worried? I'm apoplectic!
You're what now?
I'm freaking out, Jason. Stupid water heater crapped out, so I haven't showered since Thursday. I start smelling a little funky, blow my big corporate job interview tomorrow. I'll end up settling for some dead-end career selling spatulas on the internet.
Dude, stay cool.
There's nothing cool about a cold shower, Jason. I mean, I know how that sounds, but...
Bueller Air and Plumbing can get a new water heater installed today. The day you call. You could be smelling fresh again by dinner time.
Wait, you can do that?
Put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
Is that cooler?
Oh, yeah.
Well, life moves pretty fast. If you spend much more time smelling like this, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Denny Thompson here. You've got to check out Tyson's Showroom Home Theater with surround sound and comfy theater chairs. You can transform your living room into a cinematic experience. I can stay there to watch all my games. It's that comfortable. Call Tyson today and bring the theater experience home. Tyson Sound and Security, your security, home theater, and home automation experts. New showroom at 3555 U.S. Highway 17 in Fleming, Iowa.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update on 1010XL. Presented by Southern Oak Insurance. The third-ranked Florida men's basketball team snapped its 6-game win streak last night after a shocking 5-point loss to Georgia. The Gators couldn't hold on to a late comeback, led by Will Richards scoring a career-high 30 and hitting 5 3-pointers. Florida will look to get back in the win column Saturday when they take on number 12 Texas A&M. Catch play-by-play at 8:30 on 92.5 FM. The number 8 Florida baseball team remains undefeated after topping Stetson by 5 last night. Down 1-0 heading into the 6th. Blake Sear led the late comeback for Florida. He drove the game-winning run with a homer in the 7th. Next up, Florida hosts UNF tomorrow for a midweek matchup. First pitch is at 6:30. I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update on 1010XL. It's 53 degrees at 8 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
This little Bee Gees right here.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, friend. Is this bald-headed woman?
I believe it is, sir.
Show live.
Yes, it is. This goes out to Mrs. P right now. I guess the bald-headed woman's the one that forgot her wig at home. I don't know what you're thinking as a 6-year-old girl. That's what the lyrics, that's the story the lyrics would be telling, but I mean, what are you going to do? We've all messed up the lyrics somewhere along the way.
God.
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Every day.
Yeah, it's every day. I'm sure at some point you'll loudly and proudly burst out some lyrics that are off.
Bald-headed woman. Bald-headed woman to me. Bald-headed woman.
Bald-headed woman to me. ESPN's got him one. Got him a bald-headed woman. I see her up there sometimes. There we go. Birthday for the boys. Bald-headed woman for the missus.
I said this earlier.
That's good.
The Jaguars have a lot of draft capital this year, and I like that. I'm. This will be fun to watch James Gladstone work. They have 2 third-round picks. You know, we've always been a proponent of take those third-round picks, trade up, and get a better player, man. But you have 5 in the. I think it's 5 in the top 105.
Let me ask you this. I'm usually way against trading down, but because of the success they had in L.A. with thirds and fourths and fifths, you know, getting real talent in those spots, would you be okay with entertaining that option? We've done that option in the past. It's just Trent would pick, you know, lemons. We go to the lemon tree.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a good question.
Where and by the way, some of the lemons could still ripen into fruit. I think Brenton Strange showed enough growth last year. You can get excited about what he might be. I mean, there are a few guys, but not enough, especially on the lines of scrimmage. But yeah, mate. But to your point, if there is a guy, look, we mentioned this yesterday. One thing in doing the research on Gladstone, and you know, from posts inside the war room to other things that he's done or said, is he's done it both ways. Like the one year he waited on Puka Nacua, and the Rams were getting nervous, and they're saying, "Are you sure we can wait?" And he had, like, you know, looked at the landscape of the league and who will be drafting where. He said, "No, we're okay. We can wait," and they did, and they got him. Well, last year they really wanted Braden Fisk to pair with Jared First. They were picking 55th. He wasn't going to last that long, and that was part of Gladstone's, you know, responsibilities. He found a partner and figured out who would and wouldn't be taking guys, and so he traded up to get him. So to your point, go either way.
Right.
If there though is the biggest thing there is two. You said two 3s and 2 4s. That's what it is.
I'm looking at the numbers. It's 5, it's 36, it's 70 and 88, and 106 and 125.
Yeah, so you got
6 in the top 125.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to package a couple of those and move up and get just a ball buster. Yeah. Go.
But or yeah, like you said, get players, but impact dudes, man. Impact dudes. I mean, we've. It'll be fun, and I'm excited about that part of it, just because of Gladstone, right? I mean, having him spearheaded drafts and got Verse and Fisk and Corum, and don't forget Cam Kinchens last year as a rookie in L.A. was a safety, better than any safety we had, I think.
Yeah,
I heard his name a lot.
That's what I'm saying. He's done that.
He was the 99th pick.
You can look at the last 3 or 4 years. They've got a bunch of guys like that.
I'm pretty sure.
Who are the 2?
I'm pretty sure Bo Limmer,
Colby Turner. Who are the 2 the year before?
I'm pretty sure Bo Limmer, the 6th pick, number 217, started for him at center, if I'm not mistaken. Kid from Arkansas. Byron Young and Kobe Turner.
Yeah,
were 77 and 89.
Yeah, and both studs.
Yeah. And Puka was 177 in that draft.
And they
had a draft where they had like 13 guys in 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14 dudes. And they did hit with Young and Turner. They got Stetson Bennett, who hasn't done anything, but they got Puka Nacua. And so they've had some, remember, they had no first-round picks And 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
Yeah, they traded them all.
No first-round picks.
They did it. They've done it. They know how to do it
Did
with
it both
nothing.
ways.
And they know how to do it through free agency. They know how to do it with veteran salary. They know how to purge a cap and still stay good.
But in 2000,
the Rams do. That's what Les Snead knows how to do. Hopefully, Gladstone.
But
Now, again, they lost one other front office guy. Brad Holmes went to Detroit. He's been terrific there.
In 2017, without a first-round pick, they drafted Gerald Everett and Cooper Kupp and Josh Reynolds. I mean, that's better than any draft. I mean, Gerald Everett, Cooper Kupp, and Josh Reynolds?
Yeah.
Pretty good draft.
Yeah, it is.
2018, they didn't have a first or second-round pick. They drafted Joseph Noteboom, who started for him on the offensive line. So Sebastian Joseph Day, some guys you've heard of. 2019, Taylor Rapp, Darrell Henderson. 2020, it was Cam Akers, Van Jefferson, Terrell Lewis, guys like that. So there's some hits, there's some misses, but they are hits. That's the thing. They get hits. I mean, Ben Skowronek,
Yeah.
7th-round pick.
Well, even the Jordan Whittingham last year, it was a 6th, 7th rounder. By the end of the year, they had receiver injuries. He was making plays.
Yeah. So, anyway, we'll see. And they're not perfect, man, but they get guys. I mean, we're not perfect, but we get no guys.
Okay. All right, here you go.
Uh-huh.
So 2021, right now he is he's 45, so he would have been 41 years old. Brad Holmes got the Lions job, and by the way, in taking the Lions job, he took over a real similar situation, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right? That Gladstone is doing, I mean. Yeah. So he, when did he get the job? He was there in 20. So starting with the 20, and this is what he did. He came in to a Lions team who literally is losing double digits every year.
I know the Lions have been great.
With Matthew Stafford at quarterback.
Yeah.
And in 2021, he took Penei Sewell. He got Amon-Ra St. Brown in that draft. Including St. Brown with the 112th pick.
Yeah.
Well, the next year, Aiden Hutchinson, Jamison Williams, among others. There's other starters here, but I just give you those two right there. And then in 2023, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch. And then last year's, we'll have to wait and see. Terry and Arnold, the returns were But nonetheless, he went and isn't part of the reason the Lions have gotten so good is because of how they've drafted.
Heck yes.
And so and here's the latest and other guy to come out of the Rams system at a young age, take over a terrible team, seems to have brought a winning formula to Detroit awful quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can mimic that. Again, these are other dudes' successes, not James Gladstone's.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Green Bay Packers because I know that we had one of their guys, and they've done terrific drafting. The good teams draft well. The
That's
bad
right.
teams don't.
That's correct.
I mean, the good teams draft well, again.
Or they manage their team well. Like the Rams didn't draft a lot. But to your point, that one draft, they had 3 guys. They got 2 starters.
Now, it's easy to do this, but I do think, especially if you listen to Gladstone yesterday, and I mean, again, I'm not an X's and O's expert. But if you go back, now I hear a lot of this being echoed by what we said months ago, which is the offense is stale. It's vanilla. It's boring. It doesn't have there's no play calls that make you go, wow. And then I watched the Chiefs or the Packers or whoever play the Eagles or the Niners. The Niners have the best ground game there is, or the Bucks, offenses that jump out at you. And so you heard Gladstone yesterday talk about Brenton Strange a little bit. And so maybe there's something there. Maybe we didn't develop or use.
Well, he flashed
correctly.
Right? The one 6 for 100 and something that one game. It just, we never could. And again, can you blame the player when he goes out and what was his big game? 8 for 118 or something? He had one big game.
One game and then he disappeared.
Yeah, but is that his fault?
Well, I don't know. That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I know for a fact we didn't get the most out of Evan Ingram. Because remember when he came here, we were like, oh, he's like a receiver. He's like a receiver. Mm-hmm. But when he played, it seemed like he was catching 3-yard outs.
Especially this last year.
Right.
Brenton Strange against the Jets had 11 catches, but just 73 yards.
Only say he never had a 100-yard game?
No.
I thought he had one 100-yard game.
No. So there's...
Well, see, that speaks to how they use the tight ends. These little dink and dunkers.
Well, that's the issue.
Sure.
It makes no sense because, to echo E's thing, for years I've been, why don't we shoot, if Evan Ingram is a nightmare, he's a nightmare matchup, they tell us, right? You can't, linebackers can't cover.
Well, then burn
Get him
up
up the seam.
Shoot up the middle, throw it on the hash. Woof. 25 yards.
I will say this. I don't know. We may be devoting a lot of time.
Not 3 yards.
We may be devoting a lot of time to a lesser story from this standpoint. The tight end hadn't seemed like a big part of what the Rams do. Like, who have the Rams tight ends been?
No, Higbee's pretty good.
Pretty good, but I'm just saying it's not like the tight end is.
But that being said, though, Jeff, the tight end is what Peterson did, though, right?
Yeah. Didn't hear.
Right.
Yeah. Although he did. He got a lot of catches for Evan Ingram. A couple years in a row, over 100.
He got a lot of catches, like 3 yards, 5 yards.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying on the back of Evan Ingram's football card, he's going to look like a productive player in 15 years when you look at it. But, yeah, way too much little stuff.
Higbee's best year was 69 catches, 734 yards.
Decent, but I'm just saying it's not like they've had the all-pro.
No.
They haven't had a Pro Bowler at the position probably since goodness knows. The last Pro Bowl Rams tight end. Think about it. I mean, tell me a tight end. Who's the last Rams tight end you remember?
Tyler Higbee.
Oh, well, he's not. Yeah, we'll agree to disagree on Tyler Higbee. I think that's Joe tight end.
Ernie Conwell, Roland Williams.
Right? Yeah.
Freaking no. Tyler Higbee's the best Rams tight end in history.
Wow. I say that says a lot.
Had a Bob Klein.
Well, we got,
Had a Roland Williams. Had a Early Conwell. Had a Pete Holohan.
These are the all-time catches and tight end?
Jared Cook was there for.
Jared Cook, yeah.
Man.
Gerald Everett. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got Murph rolling in here.
Good.
We'll rock and roll with the Murph man. Catch up with him.
The tight ends now in Tampa were used a lot by Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
So we probably should be looking at that more.
Was
than
that Cade Otton?
Yeah, they had Cade Otton, and then they had the they've had
the guy from Alabama?
The tight end, O.J. Howard. That was years ago. Tight ends at Tampa. Otton got hurt, and the other guy came in and was decent. But that's a fantasy football question. This is the drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like family, Beach Roast is there for all your plumbing needs. Also, right now, join the family. Now hiring commercial plumbers. Check out beachroastplumbing.com for more on that as well. Murphy Power, an hour more. Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Let's take a look inside 1010XL.
Who wants the Grand Tour? That would be terrific. That would be great.
We have the Drill in the morning.
There are your music.
Jaguars today from 10 to noon.
Good.
Helmets and heels until 2.
Yes.
XL Prime Time and the Franchi Show afternoons.
This is great.
Then Baloo and Hacker take you into the night.
All in one location.
1010XL.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, comforting, know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience, expertise, knowledge. Yeah, that's Scott Regner and Dan Abel. That's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. That's Reagan Wright, Janice Cobb. That's Reed Wingate. Why? They sit down, they listen, they talk to you. They build you a strategy where your goals become their priority. Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners always there to help. You need info, Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. For ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experience. No guarantee of future performance or success.
These days, we do everything from our phones. That's why JEA's app lets you manage your utility services anytime, anywhere. Whether you want to view your account, pay your bill, sign up for programs, or check the outage map, you can do it all right from the app, when and where it's convenient for you. Because we want to make doing business with us as quick and easy as possible. Download the free JEA app from the App Store today. JEA, your community, your utility.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
Yeah. What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. And it may be hard to believe, but spring break is just around the corner. Are you ready for some adventure? Whether you're kayaking on Black Creek, hiking through Jennings State Forest, or enjoying live entertainment, Clay County is the perfect place to relax and explore. Plan your trip and find out what's happening at exploreclay.com. And don't forget to share those adventures by tagging #ExploreClay on social media. Yeah.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
Here's Ben and John Lupo, owners of Beards Diamonds.
It's funny, my dad has sold people engagement rings, and now I'm selling their kids engagement rings and anniversary gifts and birthday gifts.
We're blessed with the relationships we've built over the years.
Check out our full inventory at beardsdiamonds.com.
Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Looking for a great place to enjoy some craft creations and soak up some scenery? Fernandina's Mocama Beer Company is a must-see and must-try. Nassau County knows it. Visitors need to find out about it. Mocama means near the big water where the sun is born. And if you visit their tap room in Fernandina Beach, you'll see how they've mastered equal parts precision and art in creating great flavors from IPAs to Pilsners, lagers, and sours, plus plenty more. Mocama.com, Mocama Beer Company. Start an adventure and find them in Fernandina.
1010XL's running game takes a giant step forward.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on the drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ORDER to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ORDER to 42424. That's ORDER to 42424.
My name is Ann. I'm 67 years old. I lost 25 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. I have so much more energy. I feel at least 20 years younger. I can run up the stairs now where it was a little bit hard for me. My knees would always hurt. I had shoulder pain. I've had elbow pain. I think it's all pretty much from the weight that I had on my body, on my frame. It feels amazing that Awaken 180 offers free maintenance for life. The fact that I have free coaching when the weight loss process is over is absolutely amazing to me.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Less joint pain, more energy, reducing medications. The benefits of losing weight with Awaken 180 are endless. The ability to maintain that weight loss, priceless. Free support for life. Online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
This is Hayes Carline for Kingfish Pest Control, a local family-owned business that's been chosen as the exclusive pest control provider for the brand new state-of-the-art Miller Electric Performance Center. As a Kingfish customer myself, I know their effectiveness in keeping spiders, roaches, bugs, and termites out. When I trust them for my family and the Jags trust them for their business, then you can too. For the best service in town, call my friends at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Squabbling going on in the break.
We're talking with Murph, and he's going up to, you going to Mets camp?
So I'll go to St. Lucie. It's like March 25th,
You got some
6th.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then doing a series at the end of April in D.C., Mets Nationals. 4-game set up in D.C.
Oh, you're doing MLB?
No, for the Mets, for
Okay.
SNY.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing...
You're not doing spring training games, or are you doing
I'm
that?
doing both. I'm on the
Okay.
menu twice already.
Oh,
you guys
interesting.
talk about burying the lead. I'm trying to give you everything right now.
That's about time.
There we go.
You sit on these things sometimes and don't
I'm
tell
trying to
us.
learn. I learned from the best.
Thank
the
you.
drill.
Thank you. No, we need to know. So you're doing you got a series in D.C., which will be
Regular
fun for you.
season,
That'll be
which will
fun
go
for
on the
you.
back of my baseball card,
Mhm.
regular season.
Mhm.
And then we'll get a warm-up in spring training. I
Good.
get the Yankees game, I think, is the last one.
Okay.
In St. Lucie, and then another one. And then they'll go north. So
Okay.
yeah,
So right at the end of spring.
very end, last 2 games.
All right. Nat's got some good young players, by the way.
They second half of the year,
they're going to bring the Cruz kid's going to get a full year. He's the
he'll
LSU
get a full
kid.
one. The shortstop, even though he got put on vacation, and
yes,
the
he
Woods
did.
one is the real good one. So is it
Wood.
James Woods,
Yes,
Jimmy Woods out
yes.
there. And then we got the local lad in center can really go get it. Jacob Young.
Yeah.
He can really
Bonaventure
go get
kid.
it.
Yeah.
It'll be how much
Can he hit a
accuracy-
little bit?
It'll be swing and miss accuracy.
Yeah.
You know he's accurate on defense. We'll see if he's accurate on offense.
Like Bader went to the Twins.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Siri, more power, less average, but
Mhm.
better fielder.
Yeah, Siri's going to be a
And
better
Bader's a pretty
defender.
good fielder, though,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
is a good defender.
But
yeah.
Siri's better.
I think Siri's got.
That's what they say?
like, yeah, I think Siri. Yeah, Siri's going to be better in center and give you a little more thump, a little more hope offensively.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're similar players though. Like you run them out in center and you feel good about it, and you feel good about them, really good about them against left-handed pitching.
Siri pimps every home run he hits.
Well,
Every single. Did you see the kid?
That's
the
guy you used to hate. Maybe he's just
not
really
one of your
excited he
guys.
makes contact.
Did you see the kid? And he did the right thing. So this kid, he's from Spruce
yeah.
Creek down the road. Zach Veen.
I've
He was
done-
like a
yeah.
number 6 pick of the Rockies
Mhm.
overall a few years ago out of high school. And he's up with the big league club.
Mhm.
And he tanked one the other day. All right. And so you saw it, Murph. But
So the dismount.
Frosty hits the home run.
Here
and
comes
the
the
bat
bat.
went that way towards the pitcher.
That was no good.
He immediately, though.
I don't care.
All right, so I have a story. I've done this myself. All right, here we go. I was playing in Hawaii, and I was having a funky stretch. It's been a long season, played 140 ball games, probably another 25 into in Hawaii, and I finally hit a ball good, and I hit it out of the ballpark, and all of a sudden my bat is, and it ends, I don't know, maybe 25 feet from the pitcher.
Oh, boy.
That's how far I
This
swung
sounds
it.
a lot like the one that was we saw
And
the highlight.
as I do it, I'm kind of doing the same thing, and I come around, and Buster Posey's catching, and out there in Hawaii. I go, Buster, actually, I take that back. Forgive me. Brian Geralman was catching, former Florida Gator.
Yeah.
And I go, J-Roll, my bad, man. That's my fault. And so I talked to J-Roll, Brian, after the game, and I was like, listen, I get it. If you guys want to thump me, because there's only 4 teams in the league, so we was going to see each other again. There's only 4 of us. I go, if you guys want to get me, I totally get it. I said, but I wasn't trying to do that. And he goes, I understand. And he advocated for me. They didn't get me, even though if they wanted to. So
yeah,
sometimes
That's
it
fair.
happens. You have a little out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that guy, the face, that was intentional, what he did.
Yeah, but as soon as he let it go, he realized, oh, my God, what have I done?
Yeah, you can't release it forward. That
Yeah.
takes effort.
Well,
It's
because
nothing natural about it going forward.
I saw
Unless maybe you're trying to do it like backside, but it slips a little bit. I'll do it with my driver every now and then. I'm not a club thrower, but
I've done that with a golf
just kind of let it go after you hit
that
ball.
We've talked about this a few times, and I think we've all kind of come to the same conclusion. And I haven't talked to your brother about this, and I think he has said it best. There's this ongoing battle between old school and new school the way we play baseball, the emotion, and I'm okay with the emotion. I am. I don't like pitcher on the mound, strikes kid out, looks at kid and says stuff. You want to walk off the mound pumped up?
Yeah.
Hey, that's great.
Cheer with your lads behind you, with your guys with you.
Do it with your guys.
And I think that my brother as well, too, when on offense, he encourages and ensures that they cheer with their dugout, not against the other team.
Yes.
Once you start cheering against me, I want to take my stone from David and Goliath and put it right in the middle of your ribs.
Correct.
That's my first thought.
Correct. I would want to put it right between your eyes.
Well, now
so you're a better person than me.
Well, I keep it low. I want you to fall in a way where you can get back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't care if you get back up, but I'm an evil person. I got some demons.
But that's how we used to police the game, and we just don't do it anymore. And so the younger players now, they're not allowed to do it, and thus they don't know how to do it. And so, but they'll end up throwing anyway, and so it gets a little bit unrefined and uncivilized, I'd say, out there. But
we were arguing in the break with the Mets have lost a couple starters already.
You and Daniel were arguing.
Yes.
It's got to clarify.
Yes.
People immediately assume it's you and I.
The Braves fans were snickering.
Yes. And
snickering.
And I hate spring training, and because I always say only bad things seem to happen in spring training. I don't care because one thing you've taught me is like I don't read much into this kid had a hot spring. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, it's good. It's better than
it's better to be productive than not.
I mean, Brett Beatty's off to another good start, and I'm reading articles. This time it's different.
Well, and
it's different when he does it in April.
To that point too, I guess Braves fans shouldn't expect Ethan White to bat 1,000 this year.
Correct.
Daniel, I know he's 5 for 5 start through 2 games, but
Why
he's probably
not?
not going to hit 1,000.
Well, why not?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not really going to play a lot for the Braves, but nonetheless, Ethan White off to a fantastic start.
What does he play?
He's an outfielder.
Outfield corner player.
Yeah.
Outfield.
Will he make the
first
team?
Base.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Traded for him from Seattle. He's on a deal.
Yeah.
I think he
was on the Kellenic deal, and he was on the 40-man. He was a call-up play. He played at times last year.
Okay.
But I don't get. My point is more in line.
No,
with
I get you.
Don't take
I
spring
get you.
roots.
So I mean, yeah. So you want him to do well as opposed to not doing well. But in the end, how much? Like last year, if you think about the Mets and the way they started, we had Zach Short made the club out of spring training.
Zach Short made the club.
I think we ended up with him, by the way.
You
He's
had
terrible.
both of our guys. You also had Wendell.
Okay, no.
Wendell made the club.
No. We also had the little fat guy. He's terrible.
Louis.
We got rid of him in about a week. So
I saw Louis is in Houston. Does that sound right?
He did, because I was watching Houston play the other day, and the guy doing the game said, "Well, this Louis Guillermo, he can I thought he was a hitter, but it looks like he can play defense." I was like, "This guy hasn't looked at the
you don't know anything about Louis.
Just got down to West Palm Beach."
You know what Louis' greatest moment as a Met was? Spring training. Dude was at the plate.
A bat?
Bat comes. Oh yeah, that at bat was good. Bat comes flying out of his dude's hand, and Louis goes, whack, catches the bat.
Maybe by
saved everybody's life.
Maybe by playing defense, the dude meant nose tackle. Maybe that's what.
Louis likes the paella.
Eli White, by the way, not Ethan.
Oh, Eli. Ethan. The Big E, we call him. The Big E.
He's 30, by the way, so hardly a young up-and-comer. But batting 1,000.
Point being, Zach Short makes the club because he has a good spring. He's with the club for about a month, and off he goes.
Well, he made the club because they could keep him. So Vientos, think of this time, Vientos and Beatty, even though Beatty made the club, can be optioned. If you were to try to move on from Zach Short, someone else would have picked him up.
Yeah,
which
the options are a big deal.
Now, is it like you weren't? And Zach's a great guy, just more he didn't have options.
No.
And so you can keep both players. You can keep Vientos and Short instead of just one of them.
Correct.
Well, now you look up and it's someone's just Vientos.
Yeah. So we'll just win 10-8 to start the year.
Don't need to be slugfest.
Maybe the bullpen will be deep.
Well, you need 800 innings out of that starting pitching.
We do need 800.
160 times 5. And
did you disagree with me about my Kodai prediction, by the way, or
no? How many innings did you see? Oof. You think?
You don't think so?
After throwing 20 last year.
Yeah, I'm going to get 150.
So I asked Hick, I go, how many innings do you think you get out of Kodai Senga? He goes, I hope I get 150. I was like, yeah, I bet you do.
What did he throw last year, about 60?
He made one start.
8 against you?
One start in the regular season and one start in the postseason.
Got hurt in spring training.
Yeah, 150 seems ambitious.
Shut down. He got back. He got healthy.
A little aggressive.
One of your clowns hit a little ball in the air, and he blew his calf out chasing it.
Yeah, on a sprint.
And that was it for Kodai.
That was it.
But it was a hell of a game.
But he threw it like he
pitched
threw
a nice game.
170 the year before.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. That's why they're doing a 6-man rotation. But now I don't think we can.
Well, you don't.
I think we're down.
There's 3 lads down there you don't necessarily want to pick from. Griffin Canning.
Griffin's going to have a big year. And they're all raving about the changeup from Holmes.
Yeah.
The changeup looks good, Daniel. You know who threw a changeup pretty good for the Metropolitans? Johan
He was in camp, too. I saw Johan was in camp.
He hurt Mania. It was his fault.
He broke him.
He changed some grip, and all of a sudden he's got a oblique or a ladder on him.
Well, see, the Holmes one, too, is interesting because he's with where the game is now. He's a former reliever with the Yankees. They want to make him a starter. You know,
that'll never work.
Well, they did that
We do it every year.
Lugo. Yeah.
We do it every year.
Yeah, we wouldn't let Lugo do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't let Lugo.
It worked out pretty well.
But how many innings do you think you get out of him? His career high's probably got to be 80.
We're gonna get another 150.
Woo!
That's 300 right there out of those 2 guys. You got to relax, Daniel. It's a long season. We'll be fine. I think I told you. I said James Gladstone and his our new GM reminds me of David Stearns. David Stearns in his first year got the Mets within 2 games of the World Series.
I understand that. I thought the Rams have been more outgoing so far and going for it than Stearns has been in his history.
Well, they did.
Like the Rams went for it. You're talking about not having first and second round picks.
I'm talking about just the understanding, the way he maneuvers, the intelligence part of it, the
Let's
way
come
he
back and talk about the new regime. Daniel hadn't got a chance to weigh in now that everybody's in place, and right now in place means the combine. Important interviews going on these few days.
Yes.
Clear that when you're searching for intangible rich, those things matter more.
I mean, this is where, you can be intangibly rich all you want, but if the dude Mason Graham says, I play football, that's fine with me, Mace. Good meeting you.
All right.
We'll see you at number 5.
Vitros Plumbing Wednesday. Meathead Talk next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. For many, it's the happiest place on earth.
At 17 in Players Championship.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling.
And Beaver Toyota.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Daytona, the awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross, and the most challenging course to witness the air-catching, adrenaline-pumping, heart-pounding action unlike any other race in Florida. Daytona Supercross. The biggest names battle it out under the lights at the World Center of Racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 1st. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Don't miss the Players Championship, March 11th through 16th at TPC Sawgrass. This can't-miss event features a variety of activities for every fan to enjoy, from delicious bites to the Sawgrass Splash. There are endless fan enhancements that will make for a memorable experience. Plus, watch the top PGA Tour players, including back-to-back champion Scotty Scheffler, take on the iconic stadium course featuring the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
A customer with an older home and galvanized piping called saying they had poor water pressure. It smelled bad and was discolored. So we at Duck Duck Rooter sent a highly skilled manager to discuss options. How repiping the water lines would solve the issues. The result? Clean flowing water. Call for your free estimate. 904-862-6769. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jags. Serving commercial and residential, fully insured and certified plumbing contractor.
Good teachers and coaches get the most out of their scholar athletes. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
The First Tee Tour Card is back for 2025 and better than ever, with access to over 15 of North Florida's best courses and new this year, local participating businesses. This card is your ticket to saving hundreds. First Tee North Florida is a local nonprofit who build character in youth participants through the game of golf. This annual fundraiser enables this amazing organization the ability to build game changers. Grab your tour card for just $99 at tourcard.org. for a list of participating partners, benefits, and restrictions.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway for all your outdoor living needs. Let them show you how a durable paver driveway can enhance your home. Visit stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I had to alert the boys. We know about this text line. We're not doing it. Daniel's here. We're talking Jags. We know about the situation in Oxford.
Hotty toddy.
I mean, hey, Catlin, who can you count on?
Naughty.
You guys can go look that up. We might get to that
Sounds
at a
like a
different
future
time.
Bill Belichick administrative assistant at Carolina, if you ask me.
Oh, there's a good one. All right, so welcome back to the program. Combine week.
Worst of all this, in my mind, I got to be honest, the whole thing that you just referenced is the big loser and all is Dad, if you ask me. Number one loser of all the parties involved.
Are we going there?
No, I'm just saying that's
happening?
That's my official stance.
Okay.
Dad, by a million miles, the worst egregious DB of this whole sordid affair.
And he got a punchable face.
Yeah, Dad needs to be taken out back and have the crap beat out of him.
No.
Yeah.
And Junior kept on dating.
Junior, never
bro,
mind
you
Junior. What
wildin'.
must Father's Day be like around that home here in about a month?
Gosh.
Good Lord.
You guys can look it up.
Yeah,
We're not
look it
going
up.
down there.
Ole Miss,
At least I
Mary
thought
Kate.
we
That's
weren't.
all you got to do. Mary Kate, Cornett,
Oh,
Ole Miss.
goodness.
There you go. Google yourself.
Let's.
I have nothing to do with it.
We need to swerve off Uncomfortable Avenue.
Y'all bring it up. I
Swerve in
can't
the
let
corner.
you take the audience to this point. They're salivating. I got to give them at least
The
something.
Googans are texting. They want the
That's
story.
them. But then we reference it, and like the 98% don't know what we're talking about.
Shades of Montoya all over again. I don't know what to do.
See, I've already
Oh,
forgotten
Montoya.
Montoya. You guys get into some of this 9 o'clock nasty. I immediately flush it from my brain. I remember Montoya coming up, but I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know.
Montoya was
that was some sort of Love Island or something.
That was
as
rough.
I recall.
Espanol version.
Okay, good. It means extra saucy.
Oh, it was saucy. Oh boy.
Montoya's girl. Anyway,
Montoya's still running down the beach.
Montoya need to run to Ole Miss. He'll find something waiting for him there.
Yeah. Go to Ole Miss, Montoya.
She's taking all comers.
Oh my goodness
Oh
gracious.
dear. Gladstone.
Go Jags. Happy
300 plus with at the combine. Lots to go through. Here's what I got. Here's why I'm excited. I got a GM. Whatever. I mean, I make fun of him because he's way smarter than me, and I like his big words and all that. I don't care about any of that. I just care about what he's going to draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I got draft capital.
Yep.
So that gets me going, man.
The most
right?
in the next 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
I got
with the most draft capital.
What do
in
I
the
got?
next 2
5. What do we say, Pross? 537. We got players, man. We got draft capital. We got 5 in the top 125. I mean, this is good stuff. So let's see what he does. He showed a knack on camera of having a good feel for the draft. So I think this will be fun.
And he was emphatic. He wasn't a wallflower. He was.
Oh yeah, he's involved.
Right, he was involved. He's involved. An underling, but he was saying, "No, we really need to do this. That's not going to happen."
And he seems very confident in what he's hunting for. Somebody asked him, what positions or what are you looking to prioritize? And he said, prioritize positions across the front, offensively, defensively, and then those who score touchdowns is what he said yesterday.
Interesting. Another interesting sidebar, and I'll get your feeling on this. And it's different. I get it, baseball, football, but they sure seem like they're empowering our quarterback a great deal. Both spoke glowingly of him, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Both want him involved in plays.
That's what Cohen was saying.
Involved in personnel.
Some personnel discussions.
I'm all for bending a guy's ear, and that's what Trevor says. But in the end, he's a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, I guess
well, I thought Cohen mentioned they didn't want to put too much on his plate.
Right.
He was saying yesterday in one of his interviews. I don't know if it was with Frank Frangie or not.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm with him, to, like you said, to bend his ear and lean out to him. And, here's what we're looking at are these positions or players, and do you have any thoughts on them? But, ultimately it's gonna finish with, Gladstone, Cohen, and, 71 at executive VP. So
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all,
Okay.
reaching out to Trev.
What about baseball? Did you ever have, I guess, David Wright was probably your guy is most respected in the clubhouse, maybe. Did they lean on him for anything like that? Or is there a responsibility among the
So,
if you wear that C on your chest?
Yeah, I would say more like free agent personnel decisions David would get reached out to and just to get background on a player or players. The draft is different in baseball because they're so far away.
Yeah,
we're not going to – Trevor's going to immediately play with someone, obviously, who's going to get drafted. I've had an owner reach out to me when there were personnel decisions being made by the manager and kind of ask permission to fire him, and I wouldn't give it to him. I was like, that's your sort of thing. I don't do that.
Not my job.
No.
I get that.
But they will reach out and just kind of try to get information.
What about, let's say a kid that you thought, man, this kid's got some ball skills. Maybe would you tell your...
I did one time.
You did?
I wanted Trey Turner on the menu.
Okay.
And center.
And did you tell him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well
didn't work, but
we
didn't get him.
So this was when Trey. This is in D.C.
Ah, you dirty dog.
Yeah, so Trey had just gotten called up.
Screwed the Mets again,
and he's a shortstop.
Right.
But we didn't. Danny Espinosa's playing short.
Right.
He probably should have played second over me. Find somewhere else to stick me.
Mm-hmm.
But we had Ben Revere out there playing, and Trey had come up and he impacted every game he touched.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Dusty and I was like, hey, we need to get Trey on the menu. Like he impacts every game. He goes, well, what do you think about Ben? And I was like, well, I love Ben, but we ain't running him out there because he can defend. And I was like, send Trey out there every day. And he did. He played in the postseason that year in 16.
Yeah.
Made some boo-boos, but who don't?
Yeah. That's a good move. I mean, they were terrific. And he is a great player.
I was sometimes a bit more forthcoming maybe than I needed to be about stuff like that. That was one of really the only times. If I was adamant about something, and I was, he came up on a paternity leave when Danny Espinosa went down to have a baby for 3 games in Cincinnati, and he impacted every game. And then we sent him down. I was like, this isn't as much fun. I want him back because he just would bring so much energy. So yeah, that was one that I kind of went out of my way and mentioned, but but Dusty had created an environment where that was welcome. Like he knew I wasn't coming to try to jam something down his throat by any stretch of the
he wanted that.
No, and if I don't cut the lineup. Now I would have ideas on lineup construction, but this is at the time I had decided I want to try to add and subtract, and I was like, our best hitters need to be up front. So if you ain't hitting so good,
right,
get to the end of the line, which is where I ended up at the end of my career.
It's interesting, and I like to see that. I'm looking at this process. I'm looking at this predictions of who the starting quarterbacks are going to be for every team.
Okay.
And there are a few that...
There's a few up in the air for sure. Probably 6.
Yeah. So let's...
Jets, Raiders.
Cleveland Browns.
Who do I think will be the starter?
I'll ask you and Murph, and then I'll tell you who they pick.
All right. It's not no one in the organization because they're unless they go back to Jameis, which I doubt.
Right. I think Jameis is also a free agent.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm going to go... It's just like the same 6 names. We're just going to guess where they go.
You gotta
Justin
fit 'em.
Fields.
Okay, Justin Fields. Who would you pick?
Russell Wilson.
Okay, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, see, why would he? Yeah.
Now, what does that look like? Because he just signed was that a
He's done.
4-year deal that he signed in Atlanta?
Somebody
He'll be
else will
released
pick it
by
up.
the Falcons.
Yeah. But how much money do they have to eat on
the
that?
Falcons did say they would be open to him returning as a backup. I don't think he will be open to that.
No, well, he's going to have to redo his contract.
Would be available for close to the veterans minimum, like Russell Wilson was last year if Atlanta moves on. Cousins' 2025 earnings will offset the $27.5 million in guaranteed salary he has coming from the Falcons.
The veteran minimum is where these guys become desirable to teams. Because they just, if you take a shot.
But you're never getting a quarterback 1 year, $6 million or whatever.
Vegas.
Never. Who will the quarterback be in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
I would Stafford.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, too.
See, I think Stafford in the end ends up in L.A.
Then he might.
With the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
They have Shedeur Sanders. They think he'll get picked.
I've heard that.
Forgot about the
They got
about the young guys.
They got the 6th pick, right? Overall.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Good chance he's there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that would be a fit,
One of the 2 quarterbacks.
And do you think Brady starts him? Because he's big about guys sitting.
Yeah.
I've been listening that he's really big about sitting.
What do they have
for a year.
still? Connell and Minshew, the same 2 dudes
Yeah, he's
still under
not
contract? No, I know, but I'm saying for the injury.
Yeah. Saints.
I think it'll be Carr.
Okay.
Is he not a free agent?
The move is to get out of the Derek Carr business, most likely via post-June 1 designated release. But it's not that simple. He's owed a fully guaranteed $10 million roster bonus, non-guaranteed $30 million salary. The former's a sunk cost for the Saints, but the latter can and should be saved. So they're saying they're getting rid of him.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Justin Fields.
Where's he go? Oh,
no,
they say the Saints. Justin Fields.
That's their predicted starter.
And then
is Justin Fields going to be a starter in the NFL this year? Do you guys think?
I mean, I
think he gets a chance.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd start him.
I mean, man, fool me twice, shame on me. I don't know. He went to Pittsburgh. You couldn't win that job.
Yeah, these teams like the Saints that are in this cap kind of
they're in
hell's kebab right now. That it's a 1-year deal without any quarterbacks that you like in the
I think
draft.
you stay with Carr and draft Jackson Dart in round 2.
I can see that. That's 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Carr's
fine,
Fields.
but they're terrible everywhere. Is the problem?
All right, 3 more. The Giants. They go with.
They're going to go with. Shedeur
draft.
No.
Cam Ward.
3rd pick overall.
Yeah,
Cam Ward would be the guy. It's a little interesting though in this respect. They're under pressure to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he'll get whacked.
And
both
you're
of them, the GM and the
and
head
you got to
coach.
go with a rookie quarterback to win. Now worked in Washington, but
who do you think is going to? Who do you trust more between Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders without going through the film and the analytics and all the stuff that certainly would change your decision? I mean, you can only be so sure about who you would take without knowing everything they're asking. But
that's a great question.
Yeah, I feel like Shedeur, just because of where he comes from and knowing, I just feel like he's a little safer to me.
I think I'll go Cam. I think.
I don't think he's going to turn it over as
Cam?
much.
I may lean with you, but Cam might. I think Cam has a higher ceiling.
I think he throws it better.
Yeah.
I think Cam throws it better. I think that Shedeur. I think Cam has a better arm that I've seen so far. Shadeur's a bit more touch.
Cam numerous times when I watched him can roll left and throw it,
like send it. Yeah,
like back of the end zone.
Because they've been working out together. Haven't they been poking each other?
Yeah, very good. Jets and Steelers. Only 2 left.
Sammy Darnold's guy. It can't be the Jets, so Steelers.
Yeah. They got Sammy at Pittsburgh.
All right. Can't send him back to New York, can
No. And they got the Jets with Derek Carr.
See, now, why, if you're the Saints, why do you let a guy go who's going to be quarterback?
Oh, and they also have the Titans. They're going with Jacoby Brissett.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gosh,
what a bridge quarterback. Bridge quarterback.
You scream to your fans that you're taking a pass this year when you trot out Jacoby Brissett as
They
your
think
starter.
Richardson wins the job.
And he's an okay guy, but he's an okay quarterback. But you were just telling your fans, "Hey, we're going to take a pass this year. Jacoby's going to be our quarterback."
It's called a bridge.
I guess that guy is more bridge than the Golden
Indianapolis doing something similar. I heard you guys talking earlier with Anthony Richardson.
Those dodos don't even do it as a bridge. They just bring in a 38-year-old to be their guy for the next 2 years.
They say Indy, Richardson, Rams, Stafford, Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, obviously with Darnold leaving, and Seahawks, Geno Smith. Those are the ones. And then everybody else is kind of locked in. So.
I have a baseball question for Murph, and let's come back and talk a little bit more baseball. Spring has sprung. I mean, 4 or 5 games already on the in the books for a lot of teams. Mm-hmm. I noticed the Braves sent a couple dudes down to AAA. It's been 3 or 4 games. Is that in this case the Gator, Waldrop, and Dodd, another pitcher?
You want to know why?
Yeah, why?
Meal money.
That's what just to save that much money
with meal money. Does it do anything to somebody's
the player?
Going down when they start passing out meal money packets? Then that's when the guys head back to the bushes. First wave, second wave.
Why? It's awful early. Why were they up to begin with?
Somebody got to catch these bullpens.
But Waldrop is the guy that. I mean, these are prospects. These aren't.
Yeah, but but also you're getting to the point that if you go down, if you're on the 40-man roster and you're in camp and you get hurt, then you'll get Major League Service time too. So that's another one.
They send him. That's probably the main reason. You send a guy down because Waldrop, you want the and by the way. You get, quote, option to AAA. You're still pitching in these spring training games just the same,
So that's what they'll do. It is money. It's not quite the meal money packet. That's for the guys who aren't on the roster. But if you're on the roster, they'll send you down because if you get hurt in Major League camp, you start. You get Major League Service time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. 9 o'clock Nasty up next right here on the Murphy Power Hour.
Peanut butter and jelly for Hurston Waldrop today.
Remember the voice in your head? The one that said,
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Here's the place it came from.
1010 XL.
I'm Carl. I'm 68 years old, and I lost 40 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. And looking at pictures, I realized that my color wasn't good. I looked bloated, constantly tired, out of breath. It got to the point where I decided it was time to pick up the phone and call Awaken 180. The combination of the diet and the coaching really pushed me over the top. My self-confidence soared. I'm walking, I'm working out. Instead of 68, I feel like I'm 28. I just had my annual physical and my doctor looked at my blood pressure and he said, "What did you do? What happened?" And I explained that I'm on the Awaken 180 program. I've never felt so good in my life. And as somebody that sometimes likes to take the shortcut, I didn't have to do that with this program. Awaken 180 is my solution for weight loss.
Carl's solution for weight loss, my solution for weight loss. Matt Hayes here. Lower blood pressure, increased confidence, feeling years younger. Want the same results? Then do what we did and make your own at Awaken180weightloss.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, man. Oh, we're getting into the spring. It's sprung. We're getting ready for the players. And folks at Beaches Dermatology want to remind you to protect that skin. Otherwise, Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs Surgery be glad to see you. They'll help you out. You take some preventative measures when you're out there on the golf course or you're going fishing as the weather starts to warm. Protect those ears, man. Wear that long sleeve dry fit, man. Put on that sunscreen. But if something does arise on the skin, get it checked out. Go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the best location to serve you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out to all the fine people over there. That's beachesdermatology.com.
The Beach Boys, Endless Summer Gold. Saturday, March 8th at St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res, and if you still have a little bit of time for the hottest price of the year on carpet cleaning, maybe you had people over for the game or you're doing early spring cleaning, but in February, only $147 for 3 rooms, plus the 4th room is free. That's right, schedule now and you'll get 3 rooms for $147, and the 4th room is free. Yeah, the 4th room is on me. Hottest price of the year. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
This month, Tintin XL shines the spotlight on African Americans in our community who have made the first coast a better place to live. I'm E.T. Listen for my stories during Black History Month on Tintin XL. Brought to you by Instant Keys and McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center.
Slacker plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere. here.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Well, I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hey, poker players, get ready for a month packed with big winnings at Best Bet in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. On select dates, win $300 every 15 minutes on our fast action table games. Make a royal flush in hearts and win $5,000 on Valentine's Day. And there's 24-karat gold day in Jacksonville on February 28th. It's all happening this month at Best Bet. For all the details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. The NFL Combine kicks off tomorrow. Here's Liam Cohen on how important the upcoming weeks are for the Jags.
The hire that we just made bridges that gap a lot quicker than maybe, if we would have gone in a different direction. Just what we're looking for, the type of players that we want to bring into this ecosystem, into this organization. There's automatic alignment. Right. Are we going to disagree? Absolutely. We're going to have different opinions. Absolutely. But knowing where James is coming from and that collaboration between coaches and personnel, I think has been just a critical bridge that automatically makes it a little bit easier for us to have those conversations and know the type of players that we're trying to go and bring into this organization.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. It's 58 degrees at 9 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, time to crank it up, man. 9:10. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out, Murphy Power, brought to you by our friends at ITP Partners. Hanging out with Daniel here, kicking it around. We got nasty a little bit last time. We'll stay straight here.
12 minutes early, but we're good.
Did you ever see the movie Semi-Pro?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell, basketball?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the scene where he's posting up. Bring it in. He throws the ball. He throws it back. All right, give it to me again. Throws it in.
Yeah.
Last night, LeBron and Luka basically did that. And that was kind of funny. It made me chuckle. And they juxtaposed the two. And you see Will Ferrell getting the basketball, flipping it back out, getting the basketball, flipping it back out. And LeBron and Luka were playing that little 1-2 game, too. It was pretty good stuff. So I enjoyed that. E, did you say you had a pop quiz? Murph loves pop quizzes.
It's right up y'all's alley, buddy. Based off of what y'all was just talking about.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right.
Mary Kate?
No Mary Kate.
No Mary Kate.
There are 3 active players that has a triple-double against all 30 teams. 3 active players that has a triple-double against all.
Gotta be Russ.
Teams. Russ is the easy
Russ
answer.
gotta be. I don't hear the ding.
I'm getting there.
It has to be Russ. Okay. He's got the most in history.
All right. Would you also go two context clues? It's an E-pop quiz. He loves LeBron. LeBron's 40. When you think he's had him against every team or not necessarily?
The only thing about LeBron is the triple-double has become a lot easier and more trendy in the last 10, 20 years.
100%. But
in fact, I even said this. If I see a triple-double now and it doesn't include a 20-point effort, I'm like, I mean, that's what's just wrong.
18, 15, 12.
Right, like Luka, like 18, 13, and 11. Sounds like a good game. How about Luka?
Okay.
Did it last night against the Mavs.
Oh, so that was all the teams.
Yeah.
That's the reason for the pop quiz.
That's right.
There's another reason for the pop quiz. I mean,
must be LeBron then.
Yeah,
we got it.
Yeah, they're the only 3 active players that has a triple-double against all 30 teams.
It does speak to a guy, because there are other really good players that bounce all around the league, like Kevin Durant and James Harden and others, and Anthony Davis. There's been a lot of guys that have had the opportunity to play against all teams, and so
KD's not a real big triple-double guy.
I know he's not. Yeah.
Murph
should be 6'11".
Sure. Get in the paint, bro.
Yeah, right. A little bit at least.
Murph, tell me about this. I said this earlier. I was watching a little bit of Florida and Stetson last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I was talking about?
I was listening on
Do
the
you
way
know
in.
about this? The
base
first
is on
base.
the side?
Apparently,
first
this
base,
is the first year.
We have the bag, and then we have the side bag. They're connected.
And if I touch either one of those before they catch the ball,
would you have gone nuts if that happened? I mean, think about that.
Run all the way down here and touch this orange pizza box, and you don't call me out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm George Breton the ump on that one. If that happens,
the Stetson Hatters need a better homer.
Yeah, that was so. Anyway, just so people don't know, it was the 7th inning. It's 2-1 Florida.
Deflection. Right,
runner at third. I don't think he got his glove on it. The kid is, by the way, that Aiden King kid is from Bishop Snyder is really good.
How many did
When you go to college,
3 shutout innings last night. I don't know if
you
got
have
the win.
You have to stay 2 years if you go to college? What is the timeline on when you can go pro?
So you need to be 21.
D1.
So I think you need to be 21 years old or 3 years on campus if you go to a 4-year school, if I'm not mistaken.
I knew you can't go after your
That's why a lot of kids go
junior college.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they can make a decision to go pro if they're ready.
Yeah. So anyway, ball comes up the middle. Shortstop has no chance. He comes up bare hands and throws it to first. Guy beats it by 3 feet, and all of a sudden there's this appeal. I'm like, what is going on here? Did he miss the bag is all I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Apparently so.
Well, by the way, also, Brooks then saw this one where the dude tried to bunt. He hit himself, and so he stopped running, and they threw him out at first. And they're like, he killed himself. He didn't run the whole way. It's because he got hit with the ball.
Yeah, like I'm going full Academy Award winning performance if the ball hits me in the box.
But anyway, I did not know that. So they appeal. And they say you have to touch the side, the safety bag.
Yeah, you have to hit the orange.
The orange.
Hit the orange.
Or if it's green, have you seen these? Have you noticed these bags?
Only on the softball fields, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't.
No, it's new in baseball. It's been in softball for a couple of years.
I told you, Clay County Gators, they tried it out in the SEC.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Again, the emasculation.
Well, we made bigger bags in Major League Baseball.
The big giant ones, right? Big pizza boxes.
At some point,
that's what we did as kids. Just throw a box down there.
I think at some point you could treat 20-year-old competitors like something other than 4-year-olds. I think we could manage getting around the bases without putting the safety lane out there for, maybe all the moms in the audience that are worried about their 19-year-old getting
We just have a coming
tumble.
together. If you run into each other, you run into each other.
Yeah, that's part of it. Get out of the way.
Fall down the way you can get back
But anyway,
up.
so they protested the game.
Yeah, they do the big P. So that's what you'll do. You'll come out and the umpire goes big P to like the press box.
There was it was longer than a 15-minute delay.
Well, that's part of what is been so good about college baseball is the action. Like they keep it moving well. So that would have definitely put a damper in things.
Your school plays FSU tonight. Want to let the folks know. So if you want to go out and check them out, FSU has a lot of local kids as well. They can really hit. Link Jarrett's a really good skipper. He's going to have them back in the College World Series.
All right. That's enough. Yeah,
so
that's enough.
We need
a
dog.
JU coming off a sweep.
Let's go green and gold.
Come on, here we go.
I'm all for you.
Bring them into the house. We got the Blue Claws are going to be out on the field for the national anthem.
Okay.
And so it should be a good time out at the John Sessions Field tonight.
All right.
We'll bring everybody out to the house.
Yeah.
It'll be a good night.
That's a good one. So check that out if you can. JU and FSU getting ready to do battle.
I'll probably. Sorry about that.
No,
I go down the first baseline. I start messing with the other team a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could see you doing.
Oh yeah. West
Get it
Virginia.
hard. Yeah.
West Virginia was in the house and they picked over to first because there's nobody there. Not a lot of fans. It was just cold. And so he picked over the second time. I go, you had your chance. And then you can see the guys in the dugout look over and see it. And then I start giving
Daniel
to him.
Murphy? Did he homer? Wow, he's falling on hard times.
Then we had a runner on first, and we hit one through the 3-4 hole, and the right fielder went to throw him out at third, and we went. I go, that's right in his face. Go to the right in his face.
Murph gets that JU stuff. Just that JU pride gets bubbling up inside him.
Well, sometimes the game needs to get picked up a little bit. You know what I mean?
There you go.
All right, we started with a pop quiz. I'm going to end with one. It won't last real long, but it just happens to involve our teams, and I think it speaks to free agency and player movement more than anything. 3 franchises, career war leaders, spent their entire career with that franchise.
Are we in baseball?
Yes.
Back to baseball.
Three franchises, career leader in wars.
Okay.
The leader spent their entire career with that franchise.
So the career leader in war.
In that franchise is like Yankees career leader Babe Ruth. He played for other teams.
The Red Sox, and Willie Mays wouldn't count probably either because of Barry Bonds.
Right. So you've got to have a couple of things working for you. You got to play your entire career with one team.
Mm-hmm. And you got to be a career.
And you got to be a good player.
Really
You got to be the career leader. I'd say the hint is both our teams are on this 3-team list.
Who's the career war leader with the Mets? Is it David Wright?
Got to be number 5.
David Wright.
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, David, which is
going in the Hall of Fame this year.
You think so?
Not the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Mets Hall of Fame. Forgive me. Yeah,
Andrew Jones is watching.
Oh my goodness, his case will grow, as will Andrew Jones.
All right, who the Brave is? Who's the Brave? Entire career with the Braves. This would be harder because. Because I would wonder about like Warren Spahn, and I don't know if those guys played for. Eddie Matthews. But they may have well played. It is Chipper.
I'll go Chipper.
It's Chipper.
Yeah.
Chipper Jones.
Cool.
And Chipper may be. Who's the highest war Brave? Hank Aaron, obviously. Would it be Chipper after him? Do you think?
It feels like it.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It sure does feel like it.
The other.
Ernie Banks.
That's a good guess. I don't know if he played somewhere else or he's not the Cubs' all-time war leader, but it's not Ernie Banks. Okay. It's Toronto Blue Jay.
Played all-time. First Toronto Blue Jay I think of is Joe Carter, but he played other
for a bunch of teams. Yeah.
Toronto Blue Jay.
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
Current Blue Jay.
Oh, is it Vladdy?
It's Vladdy already.
Already.
Career, the Blue Jays' career franchise leader in WAR is Vladimir Guerrero. And by the way, this just goes to show. Number 2 on the Braves list already is Acuna. Number 2 on the Mets list, in other words, you get talent, but they spit the hook on you. Brandon Nimmo is the second highest.
How much does Brandon have?
I don't
just telling you the names.
And then Bo Bichette, by the way, second, falling into that category.
Yeah. Of that category, being with that team.
Yeah.
I thought my first thought when you talk about was Willie Mays, but then I remember that Barry was there.
What about
Barry
Ripken? Maybe someone has sent me an example of these 3 teams because they're Braves and Mets. So maybe because didn't Cal Ripken only play for the?
Yeah, Cal Ripken would be.
Although maybe he's not their is he their all-time war leader?
Ooh, who? Yeah.
Would it be Brooks Robinson?
Man, it'd be hard.
This guy
Not Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson's 266 career hitter. Yeah. So the all-time
defense too.
Yeah. Well,
no.
It seems like it would be. What about
like Rafi Palmeiro?
It's Ripken.
Is it?
Yeah, it is Ripken. Yeah. So, oh no, that's a single year. But probably anyway. Anyway, our teams, it does apply to. So if there are others, maybe not.
Chipper's career from 1-1 to Hall of Fame in one uniform is pretty cool. That's really cool.
And I hope it means something to people still. Like, I think it does to the fan.
I mean, looking back on it, I would have enjoyed spending my entire career with one team.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out like that.
It doesn't always work out, and that's okay.
But to be able to go and celebrate David this summer, getting in the Mets Hall of Fame is cool.
Yes.
Like, I think that's the coolest.
Yeah, and that guy was such a Met. Because he grew up where he grew up.
Yep.
With their minor league
Norfolk,
club was there.
AAA club was there.
And so he was a Mets fan.
And he won immediately and helped him win.
Yes.
And then we were all sorts of smelly, and he would just sit there and take it and just show up every day. And then we were
But he
good
got
again.
to climb back to the top, which is kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do this. We'll have a break.
Ripken is the all-time leader. Brooks Robinson is second.
Okay.
They're closer than you might think. So there are other franchises. It's just our two franchises happen to hold that distinction.
This is a draw on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
The Players Championship is the biggest PGA Tour event you can win.
If you can't make it to the players, let 1010XL bring the players to you with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors.
The Deck Guys.
And Taco Lou.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Daytona, the awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross, and the most challenging course to witness the air-catching, adrenaline-pumping, heart-pounding action unlike any other race in Florida. Daytona Supercross. The biggest names battle it out under the lights at the World Center of Racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 1st. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Did you know your pup could take 30,000 to 60,000 steps a day at Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard? That's a whole lot of tail wagging fun with their best furry friends. At Dogtopia, they turn playtime into exercise, learning, and socialization in their off-leash, open play environment. Dogs build confidence, reduce anxiety, and stay happy and healthy, all while having the time of their lives. Visit Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard today.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, I don't know why you bring that up. That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Matty. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
The housing market is as busy as ever on the First Coast. And if you've moved in or moved on, make sure you have a team of trained electricians ready to help. American Electrical can make sure you're up to date electrically and maximize your living experience. Smart home automation services, home theater systems, outdoor and dock lighting, and backup generators. American Electrical can do it all. A team you can trust with highly trained technicians ensuring you have the best living experience. American-Electrical.com, a leader on the First Coast and powered by professionalism.
It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we got to bring my thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here for the Blue Crab Crab House. February means the Mardi Gras menu returns to the Blue Crab Crab House. Gumbo, shrimp Orleans, black and red fish, appetizers, dessert, and more. This includes, of course, their regular menu where you get crabs from the Alaskan waters, the Canadian waters, the Southern Georgia waters. It's only at the Blue Crab Crab House. Doors open at 4:30, San Jose, and, of course, Jewington Creek Road.
What could you do with an extra $75,000 right now, or even a couple $100,000? If you own a home, you can get that money in less than a week with Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto is the leader in quickly converting your home equity into cold hard cash, so you can pay off all your credit cards or start that home remodel. Loan Pronto has several easy options to let you access the cash from your home. There's virtually no paperwork, no cumbersome process, no junk fees, often no appraisals. Listen, the average homeowner now has over $300,000 in equity. That's your money. Use it. One client got $150,000 out and paid off all their credit cards, 2 car loans, and a personal loan, cutting their monthly expenses by $1,500. You can get approved in as little as 1 day, so act now with no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. Get the money you need for anything at 904-999-1508 or just go to LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Pacifico is brewed for those who let go of the things that don't matter and hold on to the ones that do. That's living life anchors up.
Pacifico, found in Baja, imported by surfers. Ask for a Pacifico when you're ready to live life anchors up.
Pacifico is a crisp golden lager, brewed for those who know. It's what's behind a label that matters.
Don't miss the Players' Championship, March 11th through 16th at TPC Sawgrass. This can't-miss event features a variety of activities for every fan to enjoy, from delicious bites to the Sawgrass Splash. There are endless fan enhancements that will make for a memorable experience. Plus, watch the top PGA Tour players, including back-to-back champion Scotty Scheffler, take on the iconic stadium course featuring the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, hanging out here with Murph. Murphy Power Hour. Getting some power into what we're doing here, Ross. Talking Jags. 5th pick. You said you like the big fella.
I like Mason Graham, even if Hunter's there.
Yeah,
for me.
Why is that?
I want the big fella. I'm probably like everyone or a lot of other people got a little recency bias after what the Eagles did in the trenches and Chris Jones, but yeah, give me Mason Graham. That's the one I want.
Okay. It's definitely interesting. We did a poll question, and I was surprised, and Jeff had a good point. If we had done it at the end of the year, it would have been Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Now
no one knew Graham was.
And we do wonder this. Mason Graham will not, from all that I've read, will not test well at the combine.
That's what I've heard.
He's not through the roof in terms of might have short arms. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
But
this once before.
Does that affect where people view him? And it does for some teams.
Yeah.
It does for some teams.
Well, obviously, you've seen it. If it did for us at 1-1, other
Right.
teams are thinking it. Like,
Right.
you're not just making stuff up. But, I mean, so it sounds like there's kind of 3 elite prospects. It's Carter, it's Hunter, and it's Mason Graham. And then what Cam Ward's going to go to the Giants, and then maybe the tackle to
Some people would
New
throw
England.
some people would throw you Jalen Walker as a potential. Some of those offensive linemen. I'm sure there are some that would include them in that group. But I don't know if Graham is viewed any higher than those.
No, I would.
It seems Carter Hunter.
Carter. I've heard. Well, the last one I had 3. What it might have been McShay had 3. Had 3.
And he put Graham in there.
Elite prospects.
What the word on it is, and this is kind of it scares you a little bit. You like to hear super high ceiling more than super high floor, but to be honest, to be a good team, a consistent team, super high floor is probably as valuable, if not more. And what they say about Graham is just the floor is so high. You're definitely getting a contributing starting player at the very least. So,
I want to touch on this real quick and get Murph's thought on this before we head out. Georgia schools are going to revenue sharing. It's happening, right? Colleges are going to revenue sharing. And UGA, their board of directors, met Tuesday, and they will change the way athletic departments, including Georgia and others at NCAA schools, operate. Georgia's preparing for revenue sharing with athletes.
Is this athletics or football?
Athletics.
Okay.
Go into effect on July 1st. Okay. Georgia is planning to directly pay players the maximum allowed, $20.5 million.
Okay.
$2.5 million of that going to new scholarships working off a model that they have. Football players would get at least 75% of the revenue. Men's basketball, 15. Women's basketball, 5. In other words, football players, $13.5 million.
Yeah.
Men's basketball, 2.7. Women's basketball, 900,000. Other sports like baseball, track, and gymnastics could get a percentage of the remaining pie.
And that's exactly how it should be. Yeah, exactly how it should be. The people that are playing sports that are producing the revenue, you should be lucky if you're cross country, you get a penny of football money. You should be lucky if you play baseball. If basketball gives you a dime. They're producing the cash.
And you're already reaping the benefits of it with how the track team travels at University of Georgia.
Yeah, that's right. It helps them do it. I had a question.
The interesting thing is at that level now, you'll have a director of play. It's like the NFL, a director of player personnel, a football chief of staff, a general manager, and so they'll all.
That OTA schedule's coming too. We already see teams that are pulling out of the spring.
Georgia
game
will
for
see the number of athletes drop from about 550 to 475 as rosters are capped nationally.
Yeah.
Football will go from 130 to 105. The SEC could keep the limit of scholarship athletes to 85 with 20 walk-ons. Georgia
and they complain, by the way. I love listening to the tears of the coaches and how this is that. Shut up. You got 105 guys.
Yeah.
That ain't enough to get you ready. Be quiet.
Yeah. It's just interesting how, and this is happening.
Well,
this is going to happen.
The revenue share, we kind of talked about it before. These universities we're going to keep spending indefinitely, infinitum.
Correct.
At some point, you can't. You're going to kill the You kill the golden goose by incorporating all these other sports that have to be played. I don't know how we ever got to that line of thinking to begin with. It doesn't make any sense.
What's that?
That one thing is successful has to give to the other ones that have nothing to do with the overall, lifeblood.
Yeah, but it's cheaper to do that than have them all fighting with you all the time for a point or two.
Well,
points.
This sounds like good luck getting this one through, by the way. I don't know whose plan this is, if it's official, but when you tell the world that football gets 75% and women's basketball doesn't get any, they're going to be marching somewhere.
They got 900,000.
Yeah, they're getting 5%.
You tiptoed onto a topic. I thought about this earlier. I meant to bring it up earlier for you, too. We could have had a glowing, glorious whole segment on it.
Oh, damn it.
In watching Florida lost at Georgia last night in basketball, and we have said this before, I've hinted about it. It's not a rich enough topic to really dive in too much. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to stand by it. In Power 5 college sports, the biggest underachiever in any sport, at any conference, at any level, is Georgia basketball. Georgia basketball should be a lot better than they are.
Ooh,
I can't think of any.
Heavy.
I can't think of any team in any league playing any sport who has a higher ceiling and just never gets it right than Georgia basketball. Because if Auburn and Alabama and Florida can be top 5 teams in Tennessee, Georgia hadn't even been to a tournament since 2016. It's not that they're not any good. It's that they're terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even go to the tournament. Atlanta is full of – because Atlanta's a basksketball
Athens
hotbed.
ain't Atlanta. But if you're a kid from Atlanta, you want to go to Athens?
Recruiting.
Or do you want to – I know, but
recruiting.
If I'm a superstar basketball player in Atlanta, what about the culture in Atlanta? If you're in the culture in Atlanta, you're a great basketball player. You going to Athens or you going to go to someplace else?
Chapel Hill? I mean, what's the difference?
Oh, tradition, history, money.
Not 1984. I'll point you to the top 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Auburn and Bama aren't Johnny-come-latelys. They've proven that SEC power programs should win in all sports.
Anthony Edwards didn't he go?
Yeah, he went for but he was going to be there for a year.
Yeah. They have
Calvin Johnson.
There's a ton of talent coming out of the area. My point is,
there is.
And the team, their rivals, Georgia's 4 biggest athletic rivals are Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn, and Florida. Okay. And they've got them surrounded with top 6 basketball programs, and 3 of those programs have been top 10 for years.
All right.
So I just think that there's so much opportunity there for Georgia's basketball. Can you think like maybe UCLA football? Is there another one that should just do something sometimes and never does? Like UCLA football might be a second one for me. Like a Power 5 program that's just so underachieves. It's just look, there are certain programs they're never gonna.
Yeah.
Like, Purdue ain't gonna win a football championship. It is what it is. So it's not like they're underachieving. I can only get so high. The rest of the league has shown me even more that Georgia's just been sitting on their hands forever. They've never had a good run.
No, even Tubby?
I mean, they're okay, but they've never. They went to the Final Four
when we were kids.
Yeah.
Neek.
It was Dominique. I actually learned it was a year after Neek.
Neek left?
Yeah, Neek
Vern
had
Fleming
left. Vern Fleming and a couple other.
Didn't Georgia Tech grab some of those local players?
Right, Georgia Tech. Perfect example.
That's Atlanta.
Yeah. If Georgia,
Athens.
I like Atlanta.
It's a matter of recruiting your player and getting
a little different.
Yeah,
it is different.
I got news for you.
It is different, obviously. It's Atlanta, Athens, but it's right down the street.
Ain't none of those Georgia Tech prospects from Atlanta staying for the culture in the nightclubs.
Hey.
That's not who they got.
Is there a Magic City in Athens?
Nope.
There's no underground? Ain't got no underground?
No Goosebumps, no Magic City.
What about the wings? Where are we getting the wings at, E?
That's that's at Magic City.
What's Sweet Lou tell us?
Yeah, Magic City.
We got to take a break. We'll make it turn for home.
Peach's Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL is your home for Jacksonville University basketball.
In their last regular season game, JU jumps to the finish line against Stetson during senior night at Swisher. Dolphins Hatters, tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah with the Deck Guys. We've been locally owned and operated for over 10 years in the outdoor living space. If you are looking to get spring projects started, like a new deck, pavers installed, or maybe a pergola, we would love to earn your business. Just remember,
call the Deck Guys if you want a brand new deck, pavers, or more. Call 904-813-2474.
TheDeckGuysJacks.com.
Staying Alive, one night of the Bee Gees, a tribute like you've never seen before. Experience the songs and sights of a full Bee Gees playlist performed live. March 6th at Jack Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets at fscjartistseries.org.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi. Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at George Moore Chevrolet. When I say friends, I mean it. Friends, family, whatever you want to call it. Justin Moore, Gabe in service, and all the folks over there. Terrific people, man. Was over there this week getting the oil changed. Again, great stuff, man. You get in there, they get you your appointment. You get you in, they get you out. If they can't get you out, they get you a loaner. It's just great stuff. So if you want, I got my boy Blue. He's running great. I love it, my Silverado. But if you want a truck like me or a car, an SUV, an electric, or pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got them all. Man, you ought to check out the electric Silverado. Woo! What a truck that is. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MooreChevy.com. You can go see them all. Vehicle sales, service parts. Never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang together. Let's drive.
Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Florida Gators. And by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Upgrade your home with the winning combination of style and performance from Renewal by Anderson. Energy efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. For a limited time, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 26, 1987, Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan scored 58 points in a regular season game, breaking the Bulls' record for most points scored in one game.
Gun charges, drug charges. I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony, and I specialize in handling these types of felony cases. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hair4me.com.
Reclaim a pain-free life with Rebound Rehab. If you've been injured or simply feeling the effects of an active life, you can rely on Rebound Rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Sitting on the sidelines isn't any fun. Trust Rebound Rehab's team of trained physical therapists to get you back up to speed and feeling full again. Now more convenient than ever. 11 locations to serve you, including new offices in Riverside across from St. Vincent's, Point Meadows, and Middleburg. Just log on to reboundrehab.com to see all they've got to offer.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, welcome back to the show. Making the turn for home, cooling down a little bit here. Lots of good stuff going on. Combine gets underway. Are you Daniel Murphy with us as well, the Murphy Power? Are you a Combine guy? Like, will you flip it on the NFL Network and watch the Combine for an extended period of time?
No, I've tried once before. When we were in spring training, we had TVs on the buses for away games, and so they would put the Combine on the NFL Network. So I've seen it, and I've seen it enough to know that
not for you.
No, I don't think I'd be able to sit there and just do it. I feel like we have enough, 10-10 up there, and local fellas up there that'll, me O'Brien and Frank and Hayes, and they could let us know what's going on and where to look.
I wanted to say this.
I'll let them distill it for us.
Yes, yes. I wanted to say this. I hadn't mentioned it all day, but if you're a beach person or of the Catholic religion, we lost a great man yesterday, Father Kelly, out at St. Paul's. Was such a good person, man, and had a wonderful life and did so much for so many people out there. I think he was 91 years old. He just a really, really good soul, and man, I was sad to hear that he passed away. I think I saw him last year. He would be out walking all the time. He was always, he had retired from the parish, but he was always still ministering to so many different people.
Discipling. Good for him.
Oh, man, nobody better than Father Kelly. He was, in his Irish, he used to say, Dan. And those Jaguars, Dan.
How old did Father Kelly live to be?
91, I was going to say. I'm not positive, but I think he was.
And who's the other? Was it Father Tom, the other one that we used
Father Tom is still around.
He's still around.
Yeah,
right?
he's down in St. Aug.
I thought so.
But
nice people, though.
Really good.
Hick. I met them both through Dan.
Yeah, Father Kelly was such a.
He had his work cut out with you.
Yes.
You have to spend a little extra time confessing.
Bless me, Father, if I have sinned. Go ahead. It's going to be a while. But yeah, and there's this thing called the 9 o'clock nasty. Should we know? But Father Kelly was and the great thing about him, obviously from Ireland, and I mean, I remember he used to tell me, like, I think his mom lived to be like 108 and his sisters were like 97. I mean, great genes and but he did so much in his life and he will be greatly missed. I mean, he was still, like I said, he wasn't the priest anymore at St. Paul's, but he was very, very well loved and respected out there. Good person. So I wanted to pass on our condolences to all the folks. And a lot of people knew him much better than I, but had an impact on many of our lives, I would say. Yeah, many of our lives. So I wanted to get that in. All right, so back to the Combine. You're not a big Combine fan. Jeff, you won't sit and watch Combine much, will you?
No, I mean, I might stop on it.
Yeah,
There's nothing that I'm dying. I like the info.
Yeah.
I just don't like watching it get there. Like, I'll be interested in seeing the top 5 at each and where it stands historically. And look, it's... You can't make it all about the workouts, right? That's why I call them workout wonders. But don't dismiss them as unimportant.
That's another piece of the puzzle.
I watched these 3 as they were getting ready for it. I'll repeat it one more time. I've said it earlier in the week, but they showed these 3 combine workouts. They showed Josh Allen threw it 75 yards. Then they showed a play from this year where he rolled to the right and fired it 70 yards and it mattered. They showed Xavier Worthy running the 4.21 or 4.19, and then they showed him running the fly pattern. It mattered. And then they showed Saquon, who set the high jump and then they showed him, jumping backwards over the Jaguars.
Dang it.
So they do, coexist.
I think it's more information that you use.
We're going for
with our war
intangible,
room up
Rich.
there.
I don't know if those are intangibles.
Are those
or if
intangibles?
Are physical capabilities. I'm not sure.
Well, what about the eco?
I don't know where it fits in the ecosystem.
Mobile war room right now for the Jaguars up there.
They took everybody.
Mobile ecosystem.
Now, it's interesting. The Rams don't go. And Gladstone hasn't been to the Combine like in 5 years.
I heard
the
him say
Rams
that.
choose not to go to the Combine. So
that's odd.
Yeah.
So I guess they must be able to feel like they can get it through film.
I guess.
But the Combine is unnecessary. It's for all the people that don't have it,
interview,
lined up correctly.
We go from the Senior Bowl, which is kind of a convention, and the thing about the Senior Bowl is there were always a lot of former currently unemployed coaches there
looking for jobs because it's still in that part of the calendar.
Yeah, so you can meet and greet.
That's in January.
Yes.
It's still,
So there's that. Hopefully, if you were unemployed, you get the job there, and now you're showing up to the Combine in your logo, in your Browns logo or whatever.
It's really both the Senior Bowl and the Combine are really designed for 25-year experienced coaches to stay out and drink beer till 4 in the morning. That's what
It's
both
like the old winter meetings.
That's
what were the
for baseball?
Baseball has a Combine now.
Yeah.
They've tried. But what was the craziest drill anyone ever asked you to do? Is there any that stick?
Catch a ground ball.
We didn't say the most difficult.
There's certain things. There's things in spring training.
Anything that didn't sound like, or did you get a
spring
coach?
training?
Well, you go to spring training.
It doesn't seem like it's baseball related.
They made us do a 300-yard shuttle one time.
Okay.
What does that do? Make you upset.
Yeah. You had to do a 300-yard shuttle.
Yeah, a couple of them with a minute break.
Yeah.
Now, we all made it. Well, most of us did. But, it didn't seem.
Yeah.
It was more just to see if you'd done anything in the offseason.
The bench press is
we jumped too. We had a feats of strength. Like, they had a wall in St. Lucie where
they did?
Yeah, where if you jumped really high, they had. I remember a guy, Chase Lambin, shortstop, super, super athletic. And he won a lot of these things. I think him and
never heard of him.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
And then there was another shortstop too that was real athletic, but I didn't win any of those.
The difference though is in baseball, you can be a great baseball player. Now, athleticism enhances you.
Well, it depends on what your definition of athleticism is.
Well,
I wouldn't be confused for being athletic, but I was able to dance in the batter's box.
Correct.
But I wouldn't be confused with I wasn't going to run a 60 where you're like, oh my goodness, look at that guy go.
Did you run 60? What'd you run a 60? Your brother was fast.
Oh, my
right?
brother could go.
Yeah.
Now, he ran a 6'5".
Yeah.
He could proper go.
Yeah.
If I got anything under a 7, I was in heaven. And I usually had to go to the track.
You could get under a 7 though.
Well, in the track with tennis shoes on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Measure that 58 yards.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's come full circle with a baseball question before we finish up. Cleanse the palate. I'm looking at Major League Baseball's all-time career WAR leaders list. 7 of the 10 are position players. I need you to tell me the 3 pitchers that show up on the top 10 all-time Major League Baseball WAR.
His longevity.
Roger Clemens.
By the way, 2 and 3 are pitchers.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth is number 1, 182.6.
Roger
2
Clemens.
and 3, that's the one that I thought you might miss. Roger Clemens is top 10 in WAR.
Wow.
139. He's number 8 all time.
Longevity.
Tucked between
Murph loves his
Henry Aaron and Tris Speaker.
What about Randy Johnson?
Yeah, I know he had longevity. You know who else had longevity? Greg Maddux. I think his WAR should be higher than Clemens, personally.
Walter Johnson.
Walter Johnson's number 2, 166.9.
Yes. Randy Johnson, no.
No,
Walter's
Randy
dad.
Johnson. Number
Or
3
Randy's
is
grandfather.
so good that if you're the best
Cy Young.
at it. Yeah, Cy Young.
Yeah.
Cy Young, number 3. I was shocked.
How in the hell can you
that the
figure Cy
pitchers
Young's WAR? He pitched 150 years.
kept
just
taking the
the ball.
same parameters.
Availability.
Innings, hits, wins,
Where's the
strikeouts.
box score on Cy?
Yeah.
Cy went 9 again.
It's yellow.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Stick a quarter
Cy
in
went
it.
12. Yeah.
E, get us out of here.
Now,
Don't you think
the
of Cy Young as a
2-minute
lefty,
drill.
by the way?
Service by
In your
Cool
head,
Cats
you know?
Heating and Cooling.
I do.
Locally owned and operated.
Think of him as
We're
a
your
chunker.
neighbors. Find the coolest cats in town at coolcatsjacks.com.
Morning, Tone.
Morning. It's kind of the beautiful thing about baseball, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you can
Yeah.
do something like that with Cy Young and be like, well, those are the numbers.
Yeah.
We kept the numbers.
Yeah.
Now we have a new way to look at it and say, oh, that's what this actually means now compared to everyone in the history of the game.
That's what I love about it. You can compare it across times.
Yep.
Like,
Nothing
I
like
really
the timelessness
enjoy that.
of baseball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nothing like the time. You can see the difference in the stands. Obviously, old days, black and white guys in suits.
Mhm. Connie Mack.
Yeah. But
The way they play it
leave your
changes.
glove on the
Yeah.
field. Different things.
Yeah,
but
the glove
nothing
on the
like-
field.
Cy Young
Hmm?
played in 906 games. Let's just say 815.
Probably had 900 complete games.
Yeah, but
too.
815 starts. And his career innings pitch, it's 7,356. Quick
Yeah.
math, he averaged 9 innings an appearance.
Yeah, you don't come out.
Basically. Now, I'm not counting the
Finish what you start.
almost 100, relief and long relief. But, yeah, 815 starts, 7,300 innings pitched.
What you got cooking today, Tone?
We'll be checking in with Frank and Hayes from
All right,
there at the
good.
Combine today. And our question of the day today, asking Jaguars fans, now that the Jags have a new set of decision makers in place, will you pay more attention to the NFL Combine? We have 4 options in there, 2 yes, 2 no. Yes, I'm reinvigorated. Yes, we're back in the top 5. No, I already pay attention. And no, the Combine is boring.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, for me, I don't know if I fall exactly into one of those parameters, but just seeing how they handle it and what they do, what might be different. We really don't learn that, though, until they take that paper up to the podium, do
Yeah,
we?
that's more that I'm reinvigorated.
Yeah, I think
would
so.
say. Yeah.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready. Murph, always good to see you, my man.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you coming.
All right, Murph. Appreciate the Murphy Power Hour. It's been a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach Roast is there now, hiring commercial plumbers as well. Stick around. More fun. Jaguars today next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It begins with a dream.
Cinderella Story, a former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion. It looks like I'm a wreck. It's in the hole!
1010XL.
It's in the hole!
92.5 FM.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go